officially 1 week until the NFL draft. And just like we did last year, well, I wasn't the host of the show last year. And welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports, presented by PrizePicks. I'm your host, Brett Alper. We are once again doing our live Chat Sports mock draft. Every single channel here at Chat Sports, well, I would say probably 75% of the channels here are live, and we are going to be doing a 3-round mock draft. For the Patriots, it's pick 31. Will we make a trade? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You guys will find out. But we also have pick 63, and we also have pick 95, and you will see who everybody will go and draft here for a kind of preview to the NFL draft, because we're once again doing it the very same thing next week, but except it'll be the real thing here on the channel. We got a fun show. We're going to have literally a fun time with this. We did it last year. It was really fun. I was the producer of Patriots while Miss Allie was going and hosting the show. We gave Will Campbell, and then we chose Wyatt Milam, and then Cam Scatterbo, and hopefully this year we do an even more accurate draft. But as we start every single show, we got 50 people in the channel watching. Go ahead, shout out your city. I see Cameron Marchant. Hi, Brett. Love the content. Graduating college tomorrow, and your content allowed me to watch the Patriots. That's awesome, dude. Congrats on graduating. It's a hard thing. I personally didn't know if I was going to graduate college back when 2020 when I did, and well, COVID saved me, and I got to graduate. Didn't get to walk, but still got that degree nonetheless. Brady Goat in Bristol, Connecticut. Shout out to ESPN up there. Connor Wiley in the chat out in Florida. Old Saybrook for Drake May. Magnitude 0 in Iowa. Tanner Lawrence says, get Brazel. Trav, you changed your name. You changed your name, but I know it's you. Of course I know it's you. Charlicia, how we doing? Amp, what's good? How are you, my brother? Old Man Mob, hyped about day 3 of the draft, not day 1 or 2. Jake H, I love Drake May. Who doesn't love Drake May? Ekuk in Glasgow. Calvin Caliber in South Portland, Maine. King Huncho, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Big Billy J. 27, what's up? We got the mock draft, baby. The mock draft. Michelle in upstate New York. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer now. Josh Winchell in Columbus, Ohio. William Roberge in Middleborough, Massachusetts. And it was time for a change. Trav, look, I've never changed my name on Twitter since I was probably, 15. It's been at The Real Alper for the longest of times, so I'll see. Yeah, I think I was 12. PSN, oh, brother, it's Xbox all the way, bro. It's Xbox all the way. I want to ask you guys, though, before we get into our ad read, we have the 31st pick, we have the 63rd pick, and we have the 95th pick in the NFL draft. Who do you think the Patriots today should draft in round 1, pick 31? Who are we watching? Or who are we looking at? And hopefully this player is on the board. I'm going to make a kind of a poll on who we should draft. But you guys let me know. Connor says the max tackle from ASU. That's who I'm looking at, Connor. If he's available, I'm taking that pick. That is my pick. Big Billy J, TJ Parker. I love TJ Parker too. We should trade up for Mesidor. I don't know, man. I don't know. But PlayStation is better, sir. No, it's not. It is not. KC Concepcion or TJ Parker. I don't like KC Scott. I think he's going to be a fine player. He just does not fit. He does not fit New England's system. He does not fit. We don't need a slot wide receiver. We already have Pop Douglas and Efton Chisholm. We don't need a speedy 5'11 guy when you already have Kyle Williams, who I think is going to take the next step going into this year. So what is the point of KC Concepcion? Because he would look good? What does he remind you of Amon-Ra St. Brown? I'd rather go out and get like Chris Brazel. I'd rather go out and get Denzel Boston, Skylar Bell, Chris Bell. There are multiple guys. Honestly, I'd probably even wait till the later rounds and go get Elijah Surratt. Cassius Howell-Jonah has small arms. Very, very, very small arms. Have the Patriots given up on Swinson already? No. But he does have to kind of have to get that. He needs to get into the rotation. He's not really in the rotation much. Not in the rotation that much. All right, producer JD, and welcome back, JD. But since it's time, I think we tell our sponsor about today's show, and that is PrizePicks. Why don't we? Because, the show is presented by PrizePicks. You see that nice, I mirrored, nice little logo up here. But let me tell you guys about the sponsor of today's show, and that is PrizePicks. Let's talk about the app that I can't get enough of. The best place to win cash while watching sports. Playoff basketball is here. Big golf tournaments. Baseball is underway, and my favorite with motorsports every single Sunday. Personally, I love sports and I love making daily fantasy lineups. You guys can even follow me on the app to see all my lineups. I had a lineup yesterday on the channel, and guess what? It paid out for $52. So if you want to go and follow me at The Real Alper, get your picks before they even get posted on the show. Also, follow your friends, share lineups, or even explore your favorite celebrities' lineups. And I have a lineup for, I go with the motorsports every single Sunday. I sit down for about 2 hours, and I look what I like. And I got this one, 30 to win 180. Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson, the more on their fantasy score, 28.5 and 35.5. Why these two guys? Well, if you remember 2 years ago, back at the last race at Kansas, they had the closest finish ever. It was like that much. Kyle Larson ended up winning. And then Chase Briscoe, I got the more on his fantasy score, on his points, because he has a top 5 at Kansas the last 5 or 4 races. So I'm going with these 3. Hopefully it wins. We'll have to find out. But you can make a lineup just like that one. And guys, it's really easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. It's a new user offer. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. The link is in the comments and description of this live show. And that's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Now, JD, if you want to bring yourself up on screen, that's totally okay with me, because I know the chat loves you, especially Michelle loves you. So, exactly. See? Yeah, the smoothest head at Chat Sports. But I say, whoa, is it not linked? Okay, I know you know how to do that. And your name is, that's you. I know you're not Jeremy Chucks. But we do have a super chat menu, guys. We do have a super chat menu. That is something we have not done a lot lately on the show. Zach Branch at 95? I'll think about it. Guy, we are going to do this. I will say, Zachariah Branch, duh. I was confused for a second. The Georgia wide receiver and also the USC wide receiver. But there's JD. Welcome back to Patriots, my guy.
Can you hear me? There it is.
There we go.
Oh, it doesn't sound the best. But it's good to be back. It's been a while.
Look at Michelle's comment.
I haven't even seen. How does it feel to be the trader himself, Mr. Mahai Salute? Hey, I'm not the one doing the salute. I'm just pushing buttons.
The safety out of Oregon, as in Thieneman, the guy that's going to go top 15? Yeah, no. Trevor Clark, the mock draft starts in about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. Yep. Raiders are now on the clock. So if you want to bring up. But I will say, let's bring up the super chat menu, JD, because the picks are going to go by quick. You only have 1 minute to pick. And I also am doing the picks for Titans, so I have to get my pick ready. And hopefully no one takes who I have for them. But if you guys, here's our super chat menu. If you want us to break down a player, go ahead, $5 super chat. We'll bring up their scouting report. We'll bring up some of their stats. $10, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. $20, I got the Bean Boozled right here. And $100. If someone sends in $100, I'll let you make the pick. How about that? I'll let you make the pick. How's that sound? Makes it easy for both of you guys, so we'll see. But the Raiders are now on the clock. I wonder who Mitchell Renz is going to take. Wild guesses. Do we think it's Fernando Mendoza? Because it's probably going to be Fernando Mendoza. Yes, he's sending in production. Jonah Fournier. I want us to trade up in the second round for Anthony Hill. Trevor Clark says, I think I'm in love. With who? With who? The pick is in from Mitchell Renz. And who are they going with? And you can bring up like the picks on the player top, and then we'll just have the, you can bring up whatever. Who is Mitchell Renz going to take? Who is Mitchell Renz? Are there trades in this mock? Trevor Clark, there is trades in this mock draft. And we already have 2 trades that are going on. Already have 2 trades. So to troll specifically me, the Eagles and Rams hosts, Jackson Durham and Chase Sr., they made a trade. There we go. You can bring up that one about the Super Chats. Pick 2 is in. What, do I send it? Do we have like the top of the top of the draft top to get the picks so I can see who was picked second and third, because I'm going to have to pick in two spots. And you could just put the sub counter or the super chat. Yeah. Guys, we're doing a mailbag after today's show. So if you guys want to get your questions in, go ahead, get your questions now. We got a trade. Kansas City is now on the clock. If you want to kind of get the on the clock graphic up, please, JD. Who is the trade? Pick number 3. They are on the clock. Who did the Jets take? If you don't mind going to the next Jets pick? Caleb Downs. What a pick from Dilly. Who is I thought you were supposed to send him in production so we know. Because now I don't know. We're just going to have to guess on who's available? Okay. 3 is in. Yeah, if you want to bring up that instead. So we just know at all times. Because I'm going to need these picks so I know who we can draft. What round should we draft the safety, Connor? That's a good question. David Bailey with the number 3 pick, and the Tennessee Titans are on the clock. All right, I guess I'll just send Sam my pick. We as GM of both the Patriots and the Titans, we are taking Sonny Styles, the linebacker out of OSU. We are not going with Jeremiah Love for the Titans. We are going with Sonny Styles. Exactly, Scott. It seems like a little bit of a reach here with Caleb Downs and David Bailey. David Bailey, it's kind of clear. I thought I might have gone with Arvell Reese, but Caleb Downs, that's an interesting pick. Safety at 2. Why not force a trade? Because I'm trying to be ethical here, guys. I'm not going to steal pick 4 for the Patriots. I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. If you guys want to make the pick, $100 super chat, it's all yours. You got 61 people in the chat right now. Please hit that thumbs up icon too. Caleb Downs going to the Chiefs. Connor, pick 9? He might have fell to pick 9. Trade with the Bears. Trevor, I thought about it. I was talking to Harrison Graham, and he said way too much for it. I was not doing it. Drake May, it's totally okay. I'm just glad you're here, and I'm glad you're subscribed to the channel. That's all that matters. Sonny Styles. That was my pick. I think he's going to be an absolute dog in the NFL. I think that Sonny Styles is going to be an absolute dog. We need to re-sign Gonzo. We have to re-sign Christian Gonzalez. It's getting very annoying how we have had no available players. I'm stuck in draft mode. No talks with Christian Gonzalez. That's the most annoying part. Because all you got to do is just give him the money. Give him the money that he deserves. The Giants pick is in, and I guarantee you that Marshall Green is going with probably Jeremiah Love. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock. What did they take at pick 5? Oh, what a surprise! Markel Bell, tackle, not guard. Yeah, we need a tackle. I'm not okay with drafting a guard. I want to re-sign. And I'll ask you guys, do you want to re-sign Mike Uwenu? Because a lot of people in mock drafts are like, well, they could look to move off of Mike Uwenu after this year. And I'm like, why? His contract does expire, but why? He has been productive every single year. He's only 28 years old. So why would they go and do that? Why would we not want to extend Mike Uwenu? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Does not make any sense to me. Does not make any sense to me. It's very annoying. These are the best available still for you guys for the NFL draft. Trade at number 6. Dallas is now on the clock. We have a trade going on with the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are trading up to pick number 6. Are you going with... I'd go with Arvell Reese. Francis Maui-Noah is a very, very good player, but I'm not taking Spencer Fano as a guard or tackle. Mansour Delane. Trevor Clark. Everybody... Okay, I'm going to put this poll up. Do we draft Max pick? They took Arvell Reese. They needed an edge rusher. I'm putting up a poll for you guys. I actually do think that the Cowboys could trade up. I think they could. I just put a poll up. Do we draft Max Iheanachor with our first round pick? And right now, trade is in. Miami is now at the clock at 7. Wow. A lot of trades here. I wonder if we're going to do a trade. So I have talked to Texans Today host Jeremy Chuggs, and I said, if you're picking with an offensive tackle, we have to trade with you guys. And so we will be making a trade, which will be the Patriots' 31st pick and the Patriots' 125th pick, which is a 4th round pick, for their 28th pick to move up and get Max Iheanachor. Charliesha, I did see your question. We'll get to that in the mailbag. Tony, I disagree with you 100%, but I think that could be a possibility now. It's starting to kind of get to my head. So the Dolphins are now on the clock at 7. Arvell Reese was taken at 6. I don't think Tony's that crazy. He wants to. I don't think Tony's that crazy. I don't think Ruben Bain is going to fall for that, Connor. I truly don't. I want to re-sign Gonzo. 110%. I want him on this team for life. But if you come to an agreement or you come to an impasse where he wants more money than the Patriots are willing to pay him, you're going to have to trade him. Guys, we got 63 people in the chat and only 26 likes. What are we doing? You come in, you kind of have to be, it's a common courtesy. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. If you're on your phone right now like this, turn it vertical and click that thumbs up icon. We got to get to 35. The pick is in for Miami, and they're going with Ruben Bain Jr. Markel Bell. Let me look up this guy. The Miami tackle? Maybe. Oh, we have a trade. That was the trade? I don't mind that trade. Kind of fleeced him a little bit, but I do like this pick. I love this trade for the Cowboys. Here's our mock draft, and I know it's going quick for you guys. You just have to bear with us because we're trying to it's preparation for next week's draft, where instead of 1 minute, it's 8 minutes, so we're all ready. But the Patriots, the Cowboys receive the first pick, 6 overall, and a second-round pick, 39, and the Browns get 2 first-round picks. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Let's see here. He had a very good pass blocking grade and a very bad run blocking grade. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Hope he is a Mekhi Becton 2.0. It's hard to be that. How many pressures did he allow? 15 pressures and 0 sacks? Where's he going in the draft? Browns fleece Dallas. Well, yeah, you got to get. Obviously, the team getting the first round pick is going to get. You're going to have to pay a premium. Trav, I'd be a great GM. Except I'd be a little biased. I'm not going to lie. I'd be a little biased. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Planet BookTube. We got 80 people. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon, guys. We do have our Super Chat menu going on. We're having a little fun here for our mock draft. Got Bean Boozled. We're going to spin the wheel for a $10 Super Chat. Spin the wheel for a $10 Super Chat. You make the pick for $100. If Jacob Rodriguez is available, Big Billy J, that pick is going to be made. $5, we break down a player. We got all draft graphics. We got stats. We got scouting reports. You name it. $10, we get to spin the wheel. And $20, Bean Boozled, and then $100. I mean, I'm going with the Patriots picks. Like, just what they need. I'm not going best player available. That's just not who I am. Carnell Tate at 8 for the New Orleans Saints. The Cardinals are now on the clock, and the pick is in from Mr. Joey O'Donohue. Francis Maui Noah. He knew exactly who he wanted. He knew exactly who he wanted with the tackle. Of course. Of course. I hope we get Jacob Rodriguez. If he's available, we'll take him. If he is available, we will take him. Trevor Clark, I like that for the Saints. You get Tyler Shuck, a nice wide receiver. It's a good pick. It's a good pick. If you guys haven't been here before, we have 70 people in the chat right now. Where did Jack Gibbons go? I forget. I'm going to have to look that up for a second. If you guys are new here, we do this every week. We go live every single week on Patriots, and we are going to give you guys, right now we're doing a mock draft, but next week we'll be live for the actual draft, and we're going to be breaking down every single pick. We're going to have a little fun, so make sure you hit that sub button right now. Yes, he did go to the Cardinals, Boss Omnivore. He did go to the Cardinals. Did go to the Cardinals. Okay, we got a 3-minute break. We got a 3-minute break where we can recap everything and kind of push merch. Push merch. I like that. We can push the merch. So, guys, if you guys don't remember, we got our We're Back shirts that we're still selling. And if you want to get yours today, if you want to get it in the black, if you want to get it in the navy, you can get yours right now. Chatsports.com/we'reback. I just put that in the live chat for you guys. It is Tom Brady handing the torch off to Drake May. I know some of you guys, we sold these after the AFC Championship game, after we took home the Lamar Hunt Trophy, and a lot of you guys bought the shirts. But if you haven't gotten yours already, these are still going to be good to wear once we get to next season, because Drake May is here to stay. And right now, we are giving you guys a deal. 20% off. 20% off? That's correct? Yes, 20% off for the chatsports.com/wereback. You can get yours today. It's 20% off all Patriots Today merch. And then also down there, you can also find Chat Sports merch if you want to go get your friend. Maybe if they're not a fan of the Patriots, you could still get some merch. Support Chat Sports. Support the channel. Get yours today. Chatsports.com/wereback. 20% off, people. 20% off. Let's go through every single pick that has gone so far, JD. There we go. So, number one, Obviously, Fernando Mendoza going 1 to the Raiders report. This is a clear pick. But Caleb Downs going number 2. Dilly went with a swinger here for his Jets. David Bailey, number 3 to the Chiefs. They needed an edge rusher to save their life. I chose for the Titans, Sonny Styles. I think he's going to be a great linebacker for Robert Saleh's defense. Boss, no, we're doing 3 rounds. All 3 rounds. All 3 rounds. Jeremiah Love going number 5. Arvell Reese, number 6. What would you feel, because as being a Cowboys fan?
I love the trade up. I don't know about Reese. Especially with this trade, if they're going to get the 39th pick, I feel like Rodriguez is going to be there for them. So I would rather them go Ruben Bain. Get the edge. I personally like Bain better. And then go linebacker. Even if Rodriguez isn't there, Goulday should probably be there at 39. So I say go edge first.
Go edge first? I like that. Tony Mitchell? No, that is not a full-size football. This is a baby football. This is a baby football. I'm only 5'10". There's a reason why I'm not in the NFL. If I was 6'3", maybe a little bit different. Maybe a bit different. This is a small football. This is a baby-sized football. Yeah, it's basically a Nerf ball. Basically a Nerf ball. Ruben Bain to the Dolphins, which I like. Francis Maui-Noah to the Cardinals. I'm okay with that. And then Mansour Delane, that's pretty much every single mock draft. If the Bengals don't take this guy, I will be shocked. I will be shocked. We're back to action here on our Chat Sports mock draft. Every single team is live right now. Every single team. And we're all live making picks. The Patriots, we got a while to wait until pick 31. A long while to wait. Pick 11 is in. Michelle, what are you? Like 5'9", 6'2"? Trav, hell no, bro. Hell no. I'm not a fan of that team. I'm not a fan of that team. Yeah, see, I had a feeling. 5'9". That's not that tall. I'm 5'10". I'm 2 inches taller than Kyler Murray. Oh, number 11, Washington, going with Mekhi Lemon. That is early. I was thinking Mekhi Lemon would go kind of later in the rounds, but maybe to the Dolphins. Tall for a... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Drake May, you're only 14 and 5'7"? Yeah, well, I got bad news for you, my guy. I got bad news for you, Drake May. I got to 5'10" at 15 years old. I did not grow after that. Joe Weather. I was just at Patriots Place. I say Gondro wants a New England contract, but he say he will play if he don't get it. Yeah, I thought I was going to be like 6'2". I got to 5'10" at 15, and I stopped growing. So it kind of sucked. It kind of sucked. The best available, Monroe Freeling is still there. Monroe Freeling's still there. If he drops to 31, we're taking him. Some people take best available Trevor Clark. Spencer Fano at 12 for Joey O and the Cleveland Browns. Now we got the LA Rams. WNBA girl was 6'7". I'm pretty sure Elena Deladon was like 6'7". Planet Booktube. Lemon is like an Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, maybe Alexander is Orange County walking. Maybe, but it's also 3:30. They just get off school. Rams will take Jordan Tyson. Trav, maybe. We'll see. No, they're taking tight end, Trav. The Rams, we at Chat Sports, we have the Rams they're taking Kenyon Sadiq at pick 13. Time in the Buckeye. Welcome in, brother. Glad to see you're here. I'm sure you're going through every single Chat Sports because we're all live here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Diego Pavio around. Peppers is also in the chat. What's good? 14. Caleb Downs at number 2. That was the biggest surprise. Maybe the Titans, well, there's the Titans pick. Maybe the Rams want to use tight ends because I know Higbee was there. Mock to the Lions. Well, they have the Ravens are taking Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver out of Arizona State, not dropping to the Eagles at 23. We'll see. What are my thoughts on Pavia? I think Pavia stinks. I'll be honest. He's too short. He's not an NFL quarterback. Trevor Clark, I like that question. Trev, the Giants took Jeremiah Love at 5. If you guys want to join in on our Super Chat menu, $5, we talk about your player. $10, we spin the wheel. $20, we got the bean boozled. And $100, you get to make the pick for us. $100, you get to make the pick for us. The Room Rams logo is just yellow. There's no change. Here's the best players available. Ola Oiane. I don't know how to say his name. Do you know how to say his name, JD? Gerard McCoy, cornerback out of UT. Keldrick Falk still available. Ione? Yeah, that sounds right. Monroe Freeling still available at 15. Trav, they have Malik Neighbors. They don't need Carnell Tate. Uday, welcome in, brother. Tampa Bay's pick is in at 15. Who are they going to take? We are 16 picks away from the Patriots picking in the NFL draft for our Chat Sports mock draft, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to select Keldrick Falk, round 1, pick 15, the edge out of Auburn. Who is your guys' favorite prospect in the draft? Let me know down in the comments, guys. Let me know. I think, Connor, I do think Jalen Daniels could be a solid QB3. I'm going to be honest, it does not matter to me who we take at a QB spot in like the 6th or the 7th round. I don't think it really matters to me. They passed on Mesidor. If Mesidor gets to us, I might have to audible instead of taking Max Iheanachor. Number 16 is in for the New York Jets. They once again are picking. Long snapper out of Chattanooga. They're taking Mesidor. The Jets are getting Akheem Mesidor. Back-to-back edges for 15 and 16. Me too, Trav. Me too. If he's going to be available, that's what I'm looking at. It's either between Jacob Rodriguez or Chris Brazzell. We'll be here, Drake May. The Detroit Lions are now on the clock. So here's the top wide receivers available. I don't like Casey Concepcion. I love Omar Cooper. I like Boston. I like Jeremy Bernard. I think those are three solid guys. I just don't want a guy that's small. He's 5'11". He's my height. People are falling in love with him, and I'm just like, no thanks. I'm okay with that. I'm going to bring up the live sub counter. That works too. With the 17th pick, the Detroit Lions are selecting Caden Proctor, the offensive tackle. Brady, I'm 5'10". I'm not 5'9". You can look at my driver's license, brother. We got a trade? The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are on the clock. We have a trade. Also, guys, hit that sub button right now. No, you're good. We got 80 people in the chat. Anybody want to have some fun here? We have our super chat menu. If anybody want to have some fun here, we got the Bean Boozled. If we get a $50 super chat, I'll take a beer bong, anything. We're just having fun here. Maybe we'll get JD to do some things here. We have a punishment wheel. Yeah. It is back and forth, brother.
Well, I was going to say, I look like Voldemort. I'm with that. That's a compliment. I was going to say, I'll do a beer bong for I'll do one for 20. I'll do one for 20.
20?
Yeah. I'm feeling cheap today. I'll be cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be in shape, but I do like my Happy Dad beer bongs. Pick 18 is in for the New York Giants. They traded with the Vikings. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. We are 13 picks away. Who'd they take? Owane. I'm just going to go with Owane. The guard. He who shall not be named. Yeah, I'll do one for $20. Why not? Yeah, I mean, but we do have a punishment wheel like sit-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks, $10 super chat. We spin the wheel and I get to suffer. You get to spin the wheel and I get to suffer. Trevor Clark has May in his picture. Of course he's a Pats fan. All right. Who's on the clock now? Pick 19. The Carolina Panthers are now on the clock. Is there anybody in this chat that isn't a Pats fan except for Houday? 84 people in the chat, guys. We are live for our Chat Sports mock draft. Every single team is making a pick. Yes, Mr. Smitty is picking Dylan Thieneman at pick 19, the safety out of Oregon. I'm okay with that. Now I feel like the Browns have been on the clock every time. I feel like they've been on the clock so much. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't mind that. I don't mind Dylan Thieneman to the. Please do. No, Michelle, the Broncos don't have a first-round pick. Who is picking? We got the Browns up. What do we do? What are the Browns doing here? Yeah, Michelle, they traded it for Waddle. They wasted their first for Waddle. We got 100 people now. We hit 100 concurrent viewers on the chat. Let's go, guys. We are live. Make sure you hit that sub button if you haven't already, because we will be live for the NFL draft next week. And the Cleveland Browns, who are they selecting? Who is the pick? The pick is in. And I think they took a safety. Who did they take? No, they took a wide receiver. Omar Cooper, the wide receiver out of Indiana. We are 10 picks away. No, we got a break here. Cool. Guys, we got 90 people in the chat, almost 100 people. If you want the Patriots to crush the actual draft, because right now, any of this could happen. This is a complete mock. It's made up. We're just doing this together. All Chat Sports. But if you want the Patriots to absolutely crush, just like they did last year, where every single player was on the team. Every single player still on the team. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's spam those likes. Can we get to 60 likes by the time the draft starts back up? By the time we start back up. It's a 3-minute break. Can we get those numbers spiking? Come on. Hit that thumbs up icon. Come on. Spam those numbers. Spam those thumbs up. Michelle, no. No, we do not. I have a college degree. A lot of people have a college degree, but you don't have to. Don't have to. 50 likes. Let's keep it going up, ladies and gentlemen. How about this? I'll do jumping jacks until, oh my Lord. You heard my knee crack? Come on. Come on. Get those like numbers up. Come on. Shador is not good, Trav. Shador is not good. I'm 28 years old, Calvin. I'm old. I'm getting plantar fascia now in my foot. It's not good. It's not good. Keep hitting that thumbs up icon, guys. We are back on the clock. Pick 21. I got to contact my another GM. I'm contacting. Let's see if Chugs is talking. I want to hear. The Steelers are on the clock. Who are they going to take? Michelle, I don't think he would have went undrafted, but I don't think he would have. Steelers going with Casey Concepcion at pick 21. Oh my, Sperry. You are reaching, brother. You are reaching. Oh my Lord. That is a terrible pick. That is bad. KC at pick 21. What are we doing? Who are the top remaining wide receivers in this draft? Beantown, that's good for us. I mean, I wasn't going to take KC anyway. So who do we have wide receiver-wise? Give us Cole Strange at 31. I have never been more mad in my life. Denzel Boston? I would have rather had Denzel Boston than KC. Malachi Fields, Chris Bell. The Chargers have selected TJ Parker with the 22nd pick. Jake H., Denzel Boston did not get taken. The Philadelphia Eagles are now on the clock. I'm making some moves here, guys. Making some moves here. I think we're going to trade up. Who are the Eagles taking? Jordan Tyson would be a good pick for them, Connor. They need an A.J. Brown replacement. I mean, nothing's going to help Jalen Hurts. The pick is in at 23. Who are the Eagles taking? If you had to put your bankroll on it, would you expect A.J. Brown? Yo, I'm going to fuck you. Fuck you, Chase. Fuck you, Chase. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. I'm a little mad. And then they took Iheanachor over Monroe Freeling. That was a complete troll. Complete troll. Complete troll. Okay, well, we're still trading up. We're going to go edge now. F it. We're going edge now. Garrett Nussmeier. Nussmeier ain't good, Connor. He's not an NFL QB. All right. Who we got available? Because we're on the clock in like 3 picks. We're going to trade up, guys. This is breaking. We're going to trade up for pick 28. We could take Blake Miller. Malachi Lawrence or Zion Young. I'm going to put a poll up for you guys. Give me best available, please. Caleb Lomu. Zion Young. And now could you bring up edges for me, please? Yeah, top edges, please. All right, I'm putting this in. If Lomu was there, we're taking Lomu. If Lomu was there, we're taking Lomu. But fuck you again. I hate the Eagles so much. I hate Philly. I can't stand their asses. That pissed me off. They took him over Monroe Freeling. Get the fuck out of here. They took Jacob Rodriguez in the first round. Smitty. With the 26th pick. Lord. What's good, Morgan Moses? Wow. I was hoping to get him in the second. All right. I don't know, Michelle. Go talk to Smitty about that one. I'm going Caleb Lomu if he's available. Sorry, guys. The poll right now, Caleb Lomu is at 33%. Zion Young is at 40%. We are on the clock after this one. We made a trade with the Houston Texans. We sent over our first-round pick and a fourth-round pick for their 28th pick. I'm not trying to troll here. Unlike half the people here. I can guarantee you that Bean is not taking Rodriguez with pick 26. And now we have Chase Sr., who was just trolling with the Eagles, now probably going to troll with the 49ers. What are we doing here? Oh, my God. 27 pick is in. They took Emmanuel McNeil Warren. All right. God. Texans are on the clock, but we have a trade. We are trading up. We're going Lomu. He's there. We're taking him. We're trading the pick. I'm hearing. There's the trade. The New England Patriots are on the clock. We have traded the 31st pick with the Houston Texans for pick 28 and a 4th-round pick. And I have it right here. We are taking Lomu. We're taking Lomu because F you, Chase. There we go. Our pick is in. We're taking Lomu. We're taking Lomu. We're not taking an edge. We need an offensive lineman. We need a Morgan Moses replacement. And if Lomu is there, because he's probably better than Iheanachor. I had to. I thought Caleb Lomu was going to be available, but not going to be available. So, we took the pick. I'm looking at so we picked Caleb Lomu. If we want to go over, let's go over the pick real quick, and then we'll go to the trade. Actually, first pull up the trade that we made. JD, please. I can't believe they took Max Iheanachor at pick 23. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. So here's the trade that I made. And I think this is a good trade. And you guys can roast me in the comments. You guys can go crazy. We have 2 4th-round picks. We moved up 3 spots. And we gave them the 4th-round pick. We still have another 4th-round pick. So I sent them over the 31st pick. We get the 28th pick. I was going for an offensive tackle with Max Iheanachor. Eagles took him in our mock draft, so we went with the next best option, which could be an honestly better option than the other guy. And it's Caleb Lomu, the offensive tackle out of Utah. So if we want to go over this, if you could, JD, if you have a scouting report, if we could bring that up, we'll go over the pick as we're doing this. I don't like Casey Concepcion. But if we want to talk about Caleb Lomu, and here's his scouting report, and then he moves very well and has starting left tackle upside. But we obviously would be moving him to right tackle. Brings solid foot quickness and hand usage. Strength is lacking too often and might need some time to adapt, which is okay because he is not going to be your day one starter. Morgan Moses is going to be your day one starter. But if you look at the PFF grades, what I am looking at is a guy that can pass protect for Drake May. We'll figure out the offensive line with the run game, but look how many sacks he allowed. Zero in 823 snaps. 823 snaps. I'm looking at that 82 pass blocking grade, and I'm like, okay, 0 sacks, 82. I did not think he was going to be there at pick 31. I honestly thought that he was going to be the second offensive lineman taken in this draft after Monroe Freeling. We got a steal there. I'm okay with it. I'm completely okay with it. So I'll put this in. Grade. And then Colton Hood went 29, cornerback. Chris Johnson, the cornerback, went 30. Yeah, I know. I did Beantown. They went Caden McDonald, the defensive tackle, which was a guarantee that they were going to do that. A, B, C, D, or F. Of course I watched the game, Morgan Moses. Of course I made the game. Of course I watched. Grade the pick for me. A B. Some people are saying A. Look, I convinced myself over the last 2 weeks that we needed to go out and get an offensive lineman. Now I'll ask the chat, because I needed my pick. For their second round pick that we have at 63, we have a while. As the Seahawks have traded, we have another trade going on. The Seahawks, they traded with the Steelers. You liar, Ortner! You said that you weren't going to trade a pick! Yeah. What? Do you guys want to go wide receiver, or do you guys want to go edge rusher in the second round? All right, we got a 5-minute break and a read. So we took Caleb Lomu with our we traded up for 28, and then we took Caleb Lomu, the offensive tackle. I'm seeing, so right now we have 3 edges, 1 wide receiver. 4 edges and 1 wide receiver. Best available, 4 edges. It looks like we're going with the edge. So here's the top edge rushers that are still available. Zion Young did not go in the first round. Cassius Howell did not go in the first round. Malachi Lawrence did not go in the first round. This is the guy I'm targeting right here if he is available at pick 63. At pick 63. Trav, we cannot trade up anymore. Your trade had to be finalized by noon today. All right, so before we get into anything more, let's get into our sponsor of today's show, and that is PrizePicks. Let's talk about the app that I can't get enough of. The best place to win cash while watching sports. Playoff basketball is here. Big golf tournaments. Baseball's underway, and you know my favorite every single Sunday with motorsports. Personally, I love sports, and I love making daily fantasy lineups. I gave you guys a lineup yesterday on the video, and guess what? Won me some money. So now you guys can go follow me on the app and see all my lineups at The Real Alper. Get the picks before they even get posted on the show. Also follow your friends, share lineups, or explore your favorite celebrities lineup. And I have a lineup for this Sunday's race at Kansas. And I have Chris Buescher, Chase Briscoe, and Kyle Larson. All more on the points. All more. And why? Well, Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson, they had the best finish ever, closest finish ever, 2 years ago. So I'm taking that. I think they're going to be finishing in the top 5. And Chase Briscoe also has had a top 10 finish in each of the last 4 races at Kansas. So I expect his points to go more. You can make a lineup just like that, or go to baseball, or you have some playoff basketball. So there you go. The app is super easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. New user offer. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. I'm still mad. I'm still so mad. I'm still so mad about that. Let's recap of all the picks. Let's recap the first round. Yeah, we can do that. We can go full screen. If Brazil's available, screw edge. We got to get an edge, guys. I will make a poll, and whoever wins, we'll actually go with it. We'll actually go with it. But let's go over the draft so far. So the first 4 picks, no surprise there. David Bailey, Caleb Downs, actually, that's a big surprise, going at number 2 to the New York Jets. Then we got the top 8 picks. Jeremiah Love going to the New York Giants. Arvell Reese, Reuben Bain Jr., Carnell Tate going to the Saints, which I actually enjoy that pick. I really like it. Francis Maui Noah to the Cardinals. Mansour Delane, the no surprise there, going to the Bengals. Mekhi Lemon at 11 going to the Commanders. Spencer Fano to the Cleveland Browns, going at pick 12. Kenyon Sadiq going all the way up at 13 to the LA Rams. You'll need a quarterback next year, though. Jordan Tyson, no falling in this draft, going at number 14. Keldrick Falk, the first edge off the board, I think. No, Arvell Reese, excuse me. Going at pick, and Reuben Bain, excuse me. And what? Damn, I'm just off a ton, aren't I? Well, Keldrick Falk going at pick 15, which kind of was expected. Akheem Mesidor at 16, another edge, back-to-back, going to the New York Jets. I actually like the Jets draft so far. Caden Proctor going to the Lions. Vega Ione going to the Giants. Dylan Thieneman, no surprise there to the Panthers. They were mocked to get a safety. Omar Cooper at pick 20 to the Cleveland Browns. They get their wide receiver. Casey Concepcion, an absolute reach with the Steelers. The Steelers are going to be a joke at pick 21. TJ Parker, he was on mine. What do we got? Ooh, we got a mock trade. Moose, host of Falcons, is trading up, which is interesting. Jacob Rodriguez, an absolute reach at pick 26. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, 27. And then our guy, Caleb Lomu, is going to be a New England Patriot. We traded up and got him at pick 28. Colton Hood at 29. Chris Johnson at pick 30 for the Dolphins. Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, going to the Texans at 31. And Emmanuel Pregnon, a guard in the first round, something that I would not be doing, going at pick 32. Interesting. I would not be doing that. Are the Jets on the clock yet? Jets are on the clock. Beantown, that's just Jack Sperry being Jack Sperry. Is Moose going with Denzel Boston? Oh, so the Texans were trading. Okay. No retraction. A second-round pick and a seventh for Kyle Pitts? Oh, Moose just got fleeced. They tagged him for a reason. I'm not giving, if I'm the Falcons, I'm not giving any player away, especially Kyle Pitts. I'm not giving away Kyle Pitts unless it's for a first. Denzel Boston to the Jets. Calvin, poor Denzel Boston. Who do I think will have the best defense next year? The Packers will be up there. The Patriots. The Bears. There's going to be a lot of good defenses. Stephen Moose hosts both Broncos and Falcons, just like I host Patriots and Titans. Everybody at Chat Sports here has two channels. Boston and Wilson with Mitchell in the slot is not horrible. Yeah, it's not bad. You just need a quarterback. And who is their quarterback? Geno? All right, one of our top edge targets on the board is now gone. Oh, the Titans are now on the board. Who are we going to take? Could you give me best available, please? Best available, please. Okay, yeah. We are going to go with Blake Miller. Replace Dan Moore Jr. Yep. Best available. Oh, yeah. Get your defense, then you get, and then the third round will be taking a wide receiver for the Titans. How far is Simpson going to drop? Good question. I mean, I thought he could have went number 31. There was a possibility. I mean, the Cardinals still could take him. The Jets could still take him. Steelers, I think the Steelers are going to go with Drew Aller. He's a huge Drew Aller guy. Yeah, he thinks Drew Aller's like one of the top prospects in this draft. And I'm like, no. Absolutely not. Titans are picking Blake Miller. Oh, 100%. I think Drew Aller's terrible. I'm still on Chugs' chat because I wanted to see him talk about the trade. And then he was like, and the whole chat is like, no, Tona, I don't necessarily like Stowers. I like him in a sense of he's a great pass catcher, but I don't like him in a sense of he can't block. He can't block at all. He really can't block. Malachi Lawrence was a guy I was looking at, but there's no way he would be he'd be going all the way down to 63. All right, let's ask you guys now. Let's get this poll up. This is where I'm actually going to have you guys involved. What position should we take at 63? Edge, wide receiver, other. Yeah, he has no idea. He has no idea. He was like, all right, we got Fernando Mendoza. Now what do we do? You mean you only have a minute? Mike, you signed a blocking tight end, but he's not good. You signed him, but he's not good. Christian Miller, the defensive tackle out of Georgia. If Micah Parsons is healthy next season playing against the Pats, who in the offensive line will struggle the most? Anybody. It's Micah Parsons, bro. I don't know. I truly don't know, Mike. I went and talked to Dolphins host. Nick Roloff. I went and searched up his name on Twitter during Dolphins games. They hated him. They celebrated when he left. Watch out, JD. No, you're good. What's good, Mr. Snoopy? How we doing? The Giants are now back on the clock. And the pick is in. All right, so 71% of the people want an edge. So we're going to be taking an edge. We're going to be taking an edge with pick 63. They took Peter Woods, the defensive lineman out of Clemson. Zion Young, still available. Still available. If we could still trade, I would trade up right now. I would trade up right now and immediately go to pick 38 with the Texans. Why? Well, I guarantee you right now, because I said something, the Texans are now going to take Zion Young. I guarantee you they're going to take Zion Young. Let's just have it. I have it right here. Let's listen into Chugs and the Texans on what they think.
I went ahead and made the selection there at pick 38.
Let's see. Let's see.
I went with offensive lineman.
No! Keelan Rutledge, the guard. Zion Young still available. And you know he's not going with this pick because the Cowboys already drafted a edge. This is interesting. Zion Young dropping. How many tight ends do we have on our roster? We have 4. So we have Hunter Henry. We have the Julian Hill. That's his name. We have Julian Hill. We have Jack Westover and C.J. Dupree. C.J. Allen, linebacker, going to the Cowboys. I don't mind C.J. Allen. Also, just a reminder, guys, we have our Super Chat menu. If you guys want to do the pick, $100, and you guys make the pick. $10, we spin the wheel of pain. $5 will go over any sort of player. Any player that you guys want. We have all the scouting reports, all the stats. If you guys want to break down a certain player rather than just talking about them, $5 Super Chat, and $20, we go to the Bean Boozle right here. The Arizona Cardinals are back on the clock at 40. Caleb Lomu is our first pick. Appreciate you, Morgan Moses. You got time. You got time. It's not. We're going to be here. We're going to be here. You can also do Apple Pay if you're on your phone. Bull rush pass rusher with no bend. Chandler Jones. So here are the last 3 picks for you guys, and the Cardinals are now on the clock. Peter Woods, the defensive lineman out of Clemson. Keelan Rutledge, the guard from the Houston Texans. Jake H, doesn't matter right now. If you could see the poll, I asked who we are going to draft with the second round. And everybody, you could see right there, we had 69, a nice 69% with edge. So we will be going with edge for our second pick in the draft. We'll go third. Third round, we'll either go with the linebacker, or that's when we kind of have a little fun here. That's when we have a little fun here. We got 80 people still in the chat. Could you please hit that thumbs up icon? Like the video. Hit that thumbs up icon. D'Angelo Pons, the cornerback out of Indiana. Interesting. Cardinals. Who? Who is the best wide receiver available? Well, if you asked, you shall receive. Let's take a look at the best wide receivers. Since 2 people asked, so obviously. But the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. Top wide receivers right now, Jeremy Bernard, Chris Bell, Malachi Fields, Antonio Williams. Where's Brazel? It's all the way down there. Deshaun Stribling. The Patriots had a top 30 visit with this guy, by the way. Elijah Surratt could be an interesting pick. Ted Hurst above. Is these all the wide receivers we have? What are we doing? We will not be taking Chris Brazel with the second round pick, guys. Sorry. It's not going to be happening. Now, could you give me the top edges that are still available? Because we might be having to take Gabe Akheem. Because I'm not taking Cassius Howell. It's just not happening. Zion Young, Cassius Howell, Gabe Akheem. R. Mason Thomas not get taken? Did he get taken? Did they pick him at 40? Oh, Bengals! Well, R. Mason Thomas is gone. R. Mason Thomas. Are people sleeping that much on Zion? They're sleeping that much? Trevor Clark, if Zion Young falls to us, that is one hell of a pick. But we still have 22 picks until we're up. We got a long way to go. Long way to go. For guys who just joining us, this is our Chat Sports company-wide mock draft. We are doing the first 3 rounds of the draft, seeing who the Patriots get, but also right behind me in that studio is Will Ortner, who hosts Seahawks and also Chargers. Right in front of me is we have the host of Vikings and Jets, Patrick Seatman. So everybody's making their picks, and hopefully we get our guys that we want. You have the upcoming picks right now. The Saints are on the clock. Then you have the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Ravens. We don't pick until pick 63. So we got a long way to go. Long way to go. And if you could bring up that sub counter, please. David Ramos, the man from NEPA. How we doing? Avion Terrell, the cornerback. A lot of cornerbacks going. We need an edge rusher, Trevor Clark. There'll be someone available. Trust me. There'll be someone available. I know my guy if I don't get Gabe Akheem. Gabe Akheem or Romello Height? Mike Larry does have a good point. So, guys, like I said, if you guys are new here, we are doing a company-wide mock draft, but next week is the actual draft, and we will be live for the NFL draft. All Patriots picks will be made live here. So if you want to get a breakdown, if you want to know who we picked and what is going to be this player, how is his play style, how does he fit into the system, how is he going to fit with this roster, go and hit that sub button right now. We're trying to get to 48,000. Can we do it by draft day? 269 subs away from 48K. What time is the draft next week? 7 p.m. No, is it 7 p.m. Eastern time or 8 p.m.? 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to come join us, make sure you hit that sub button so you don't miss out. We also give you guys free content every single day. We're making videos every day, shorts, long form content. We still go live every single week. Make sure you hit that sub button. 8 p.m. Eastern time. Miami is now on the clock. Trevor Clark, I'll be here, brother. I'll be here. Got 78 people just hanging out. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in as we got our 3-round mock draft. As pick 43 is now in. Pick 43 is now in. Chase Bizantis. Connor can't wait for the NFL draft. I don't know. How do you feel about the draft, JD? Draft is okay for me.
I like the draft. It gives me something to watch. That's really, I don't know why. I just like seeing new players come into the league, and just kind of like just seeing where some of my favorite players from the college season pan out, where they end up, just kind of see how their careers end up. That's kind of why I look forward to the draft, just to kind of follow those college players that I kept up with.
That's fair.
But yeah.
See, I don't like, I watch college football, but I don't care for college football, so I don't pay attention.
I'm like 50-50. Like I said, I just watch it for like a few guys every year. That's about it.
And of course, every single year, the Patriots usually draft super late. So it's like, oh, you sit around just waiting. I'm going to end up, I'll end up ranting if someone takes a guy I want. Connor asked, who is JD's favorite college football team? As the Jets are taking Brandon Cisse. Did you say horns up? Texas Tech. Lubbock.
Good old Tech. I'm a fan of Tech.
Who was your guys' favorite college team? I mean, Trevor, we're not that close, bro. We got 18 picks away. FSU Connor. Okay. Oh. North Carolina. Oh, USSR is a big Drake May guy. He's always been a big Drake May guy. Are you a big Jordan Hudson fan? Trevor Clark, I don't watch college football. Yeah, you're probably from the Northeast. Nobody in the Northeast watches college football. We don't care. I didn't start watching college football until I went to college. The Ohio State. Watch Baltimore. Did they take Zion Young? Stowers is off the board. Moose is in shambles. Suck it, Moose. The Bucks are now on the clock. Are the Ravens named after Edgar Allan Poe? Yes. The Raven. Nevermore. They are named after that. Because Edgar Allan Poe was born and died in Baltimore. My Kentucky Wildcats, Connor, have a couple players in this draft. If we went all 7 rounds, I would definitely pick one just because. Just because. But it's so... I can't believe our Mason Thomas was gone. I know we're not drafting a running back. Yeah, this is the second round so far. Denzel Boston. We have Malachi Lawrence. Blake Miller went to the Titans. Christian Miller, the defensive lineman. A lot of DLs going. Peter Woods, Keelan Rutledge to the Texans. The guard, C.J. Allen. D'Angelo Pons going to the Cardinals. R. Mason Thomas, the edge, which is a guy I was kind of focusing on. Avion Terrell, Chase Bazantis, and Brandon Cease. Or is it Cisse? Cisse. And then Stowers. The Buccaneers pick is in. How about Anthony Hill at 63? Is he a linebacker or an edge? Oh, he has 113 tackles. Well, no, David Ramos, because he just went. You spoke it into existence. So he will not be at pick 63. That's a good one for the Bucs. GM Reed did as well. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. Billy Beebe, what you got for me, brother? Because I know that you don't make a good pick. Jake Galday, the linebacker out of Cincinnati. He was one of my targets in the 3rd round. Connor, I think that they are going to win the national title. I think Mensa is that good. And their defense is going to be that good. Defense is going to be amazing. Miami will win the national championship. With Mensa at quarterback, he is going to be a Heisman favorite. He's awesome. Best available, Zion Young. We are at pick 48, and Zion Young is still available on the board. It's absolutely crazy. Cassius Howell still on the board. Gabe Akis still on the board. Jadarian Price. I'm not going with Price. Caleb Banks, defensive lineman. Chris Bell, I think, is going to be a great player in this league. Oh, Beantown, 100%. Like, if trades were still allowed, he took Chris Brazzell. Oh, Trace Moustakis. Moose taking Chris Brazzell way early. All righty, Moose. Pick 48. Now the Vikings are on the clock. We took Lomu in round 1, Nikhil. And we can, let's see how Lomu is at right tackle. If he's available, if he's truly available. And they're taking A.J. Halsey, the safety out of LSU. Joe Adell just hit a grand slam. Good Lord, that man is good. Let me check real quick. You could move Will Campbell to right tackle. You could move Caleb Lomu to left. To right, or move him to right tackle. Oh my Lord! But I'm taking a tackle, and let's see. Let's look at his PFF stats. I think tackles are interchangeable at spots. Like, you should be able to. If you're a good tackle, you can play both left and right. Let's see here. Snaps by position. It's detailed. He played 18 snaps at right tackle this season. He played 800 at left. Double S, welcome in. Derek Moore, the edge, I would have gotten Barham over Derek Moore. And Zion Young still hasn't been picked. Oh, if he was available, I would call up and just be like, call up the Panthers. Be like, yo, here's the second. Here's my second. Here's 3/6. Give us the pick. Exactly, Nikhil. That's why I took a tackle in round 1. But I can't believe Moose took Chris Brazzell. That just tells me that Chris Bell might be available in the 3rd round. $74 people hanging out with us, doing our live mock draft. We're not taking Nikhil. No, you can look at the poll. I let the chat decide. And 66% of you said take an edge. We are taking an edge. Smitty, if he was smart enough, he would take Zion Young. Pick 51 is in. Who are they taking? Jeremy Bernard, you are a Carolina Panther. Double S. So the Eagles and Chase Sr. stole Max Iheanachor from us, which I'm going to scream at him after this live. We ended up taking Caleb Lomu. Nah, you're good. We ended up taking Caleb Lomu with our. We traded up. We traded up to 28 because I thought that Jeremy Chuggs was going to draft Iheanachor. So I traded up with him. And everything got ruined. So we took Lomu, which he was still available, which I was okay with. I'm not mad at it, but I want Iheanachor. So badly. And I wasn't taking an edge. We're taking an edge with the 2nd round. And right now, Zion Young has not been taken yet. No. By who, USSR? Who? Give me a break. Pick 52 is in. No, Ramos, we were only allowed to finalize draft picks by noon. We are going to sweep them. So I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to plug that in for you? All right. Nah, you're good. All right, pick 52 is in. Who did the Packers take? God damn it, Joey! All right, Zion Young's finally gone. What? How do you know? Oh, was that? No, that's right before his pick. What big board are we using? Pretty sure Dane Brugler's. All right, so now we have a break here. And we will tell you guys that 20% off all of our merch is available right now, guys. Is available. And I'm going to put this in the link down in the chat below. Our Chat Sports We're Back shirts are 20% off. 20% off. Caleb Lomu, Jenka. But if you want the new era of Patriots football, Tom Brady handing over the torch to Drake May, go ahead. Chatsports.com/wordback. You can get it in the navy. You can get it in the black. I have it in both because I wear both of them all the time. So get yours today. Chatsports.com/wordback. Who took Blake Miller? The Titans did. And who's the GM of the Titans? Me. Wish May took a different number. He wasn't taking any number other than 10. He wasn't taking any number at 10. Ramos, we already got a tackle. We ain't taking any more tackles. Here's the best available right now. Cassius Howell is still available. I am not taking Cassius Howell with his small-ass arms. That's just not happening. Not happening. Rather take Gabe Akheem. Who? To the Seahawks? To the Hawks? Cassius Howell. You guys got a T-Rex at edge. Congratulations, Ortner. Any Miami Hurricanes potentially coming to New England? I hope so. Nah, probably not, though. I would have loved Akheem Mesidor. Love him. Love him. I would have loved Maui Noah. Not available. The Seahawks are joining the T-Rex Nation. All right, now the Eagles are on the clock. What are they going to take? They going to take Gabe Akheem to screw us over again? Are you going to do it again? Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Right now, my pick is going to be Gabe Akheem. Right now, my pick is going to be Gabe Akheem. We'll see if he's still available. So, but we got these picks ahead of us. The Eagles are on the clock. We got the Chargers, the Jags, the Bears, the Niners, the Jags again, then the Bears, the Niners again, then the Falcons. Oh, I was just getting confused. Whoops. There we go. The Bears. Then the Eagles again. The Broncos, who Moose could easily screw us over. He could easily screw us over. He probably will. And then the Patriots. And then we. Edge out of Bama. LT Overton is listed as an edge. Let's see these stats. Only 4 sacks. I'm not drafting that guy. Sorry. Only 4 sacks. Not my type. Not my type. Gabe Jackus. I'm pretty sure Gabe also has only 4 sacks, so I'm just contradicting myself right now. Just kidding. He's got 11. Pick is in. Keontae Scott out of Miami. As it loads. Next force, we took Caleb Lomu with our first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Caleb Lomu. So, we'll see. Is Pop or Booty gone if we get A.J. Brown? Maybe. Maybe. Now, Charlicia, we're going to do the mailbag after. I'll sleep on Overton all I want. I'm not picking a four sack guy. That's just not happening. Not happening. Numbers don't lie. You can watch tape. Numbers don't lie. Blake Miller, I took Lomu over Blake Miller. I'm looking at a guy that can block. I think that Lomo is going to be the second guy off the board, the second tackle off the board. So that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. But we still got, the picks are coming up close. Oh, it's going to be a long draft night, double S. I don't know what time I'm going live. I might have to do NBA coverage for a little bit, so we'll see. I don't care, Nikhil. If you're a good tackle, you can play both. If you're a good tackle, you can play both. Simple as that. I'd rather have Lomo. Oh, there goes the wide receiver I was looking at in the third round. The Chargers are selecting Chris Bell with the 55th pick. Because I'll give you an example. Then he's not a good tackle, but I don't believe you. Just simple as that. Simple as that. For example, the Titans. They drafted J.C. Latham. He was originally a right tackle. They put him at left tackle. He sucked. He moved back to right tackle. Still sucks. I'm going Lomu over Miller. If you're a good tackle, you can play both. Skylar Bell. Yeah, we could do Skylar Bell Ramos. Nah, he's going to be a starter in S-Force. Caleb Banks going to the Jags at pick 56. And you can shift over Will Campbell to right tackle. If he's a good player, you move him over to right tackle and he'll be just fine. If not, then he shouldn't be a tackle anyway. Just like edge rushers. If you can rush the edge on the right side, you can rush the edge on the left side. Shut up, double S. Yeah, I see your question, Connor. I don't know. Maybe. I can't say yes. I can't say no. I'll have to wait and see. I mean, he's like a practice squad player, so. Trevor Romello, you mean? Not LaMelo, like the player for the Hornets? Exactly. The A.J. Brown trade will happen June 2nd if it's going to happen. It will happen June 2nd if it's going to happen. Trust me, Romello Height will be my pick if Gabe Akers gets taken. He will be my pick. He will be my pick. Make sure you guys hit that sub button. We got 80 people hanging out, watching with us. Watching with us for our live Chat Sports mock draft. We still got another round to go for round 3. So make sure you hit that sub button because we'll also be live next week. I know all 76 people of you probably aren't subbed. Maybe you are. Welcome back, Drake May. But if you want to stay up to date with all your Patriots news and rumors, if you want to get live Patriots coverage every single day, go ahead, hit that sub button. Traden Stukes, the cornerback out of Arizona, is going pick 57. We'll get a wide receiver in round 3, Junior. Round 3, Junior. Bear with me, brother. Bear with me. AJ Abanessa visited the Dolphins today. Michael Briggs, I'm for offensive tackle first round, man. And then edge, and then wide receiver. Linebacker in the 3rd. I go linebacker 4th. Should we trade for Nick Herbig? What would you trade for him? Because I thought about it was either him or Alex Highsmith. Like, do I go Alex Highsmith or do I go Nick Herbig? Which one are you trading for? Because I'm pretty sure both Steelers linebackers are available. I think Tiernan would be a good pick in the second round, which you guys will see tomorrow when I post my video. Offensive edge, tight end. I would be okay with that. Guard. I'm pretty sure Lee Hunter, defensive lineman. No. All right, how are we going to get screwed? Tiernan draft. Caleb Tiernan. He's a tackle. He's not a guard. Yeah, I was like, I literally just did a video on him. He's a tackle. He's a tackle. Lee Hunter going pick 59. We are 3 picks away. 60, 61, 4 picks away. Four picks away. Who are we going to take? Here's the upcoming picks. It is the Bears on the clock right now. And then it is the Eagles. And then the Broncos. And then us. So who are we going to take? Trade a third? I wouldn't mind a third for him. But we might have to give up the third for A.J. Brown. We haven't picked yet, boss. We have not picked yet. Pick 60 is in for the Chicago Bears. I swear to God if you take Akheem. Let's see. All right, Romello Height is going to be our pick. Unless Moose or the Eagles take him. Could you bring up the top edge rushers, please? So Gabe Akheem has just gone off the board, and he was my pick. So we have Kieran Crawford, who we've talked about on here before. I think he's a very solid player. I don't like the Penn State guy, Danny Dennis Sutton. I like Romello Height, and I also love Jayshon Barham. But I'm not going with a Penn State guy. I just don't like him. And then LT Overton, I know you guys like him, but I'm not taking a guy with 4 sacks. That's just not happening. Joshua Josephs. I'm going to go with Romello Height. I think a lot of people were underestimating him because he was number 2. All right, they went over Romello Height. The Eagles went with an edge and went Danny Dennis Sutton. Romello Height is still there. Give it to me. Give it to me. 82 people watching. We are 1 pick away from taking our second round pick in the draft. Who you going with? Spam it down in the comments. Spam it down who you want. Who do you want in the comments? Who? We got a trade. The Jags are on the clock. The Jags are on the clock. Moose has traded the pick away. Everybody get an F Moose down in the comments section. Get an F Moose down in the comments section. 2/3 for the second round pick. Interesting. Interesting. We are 1 pick away, ladies and gentlemen. 1 pick away. F Moose. Nah, the Eagles took the Penn State. Dennis Sutton. There you go, Calvin. Magnitude 0. There we go. We can't trade anymore, Mitch. Against the rules, Sam says. Who? It's taken too long. Alex Griffin. Brazel already got taken off the board. He's probably going to pick Price. He's probably going to take Price. But now the Jaguars are on the clock. The Jags are on the clock at pick 62. Pick 61 was Dennis Sutton. All right. Cullen, who are we picking? We are picking next. Who are we going to take? Pick is in. Who are the Jags taking? I swear to God, Cullen. Key-Rod Crawford. That's okay. It was either one of the two. One of the two. All right. Pick 63. The New England Patriots are on the clock. And we are taking an edge rusher because you can see as the poll has 57. So could you please bring up the best available edges real quick? Thank you, sir. Romello Height is most likely going to be my pick because he is the best available. But Jayshon Barham is still there. Could be it there. But I'm going to go with Romello Height. Are we locking it in, chat? Everybody is saying Height. We're locking it in. Send pick. Boom. The pick is in. And we have taken Romello Height, the edge rusher, out of Texas Tech. Your guy. Your guy. There we go. All right, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it, guys. I wanted Gabe Akis, but I'm okay with Romello Height. He is a big, strong edge rusher. He kind of fits that mold that we have here in New England with Draymond Jones, with Harold Landry. And I think that he's going to be a very, very, very good fit here. When we look at his scouting report, yes, that is where Patrick Mahomes went to school. When you look at his scouting report, he's a little bit undersized, but productive pass rusher with an array of moves. He's got that quick off the snap, good hands, and nice bend. The power is just not there, but struggles contact balance at times because, he's a little bit smaller. He is 6'2", 6'2", and 3/4 inches, but 239 pounds. That's kind of, you want a little bit better. I want a guy that's 255 pounds, but you get him on that NFL diet. He could easily put in that weight. And if you look at his stats, guys, he has one of the best pass rush win rates in the NFL. 62 pressures, 10 sacks. I told you I wanted a double-digit sack guy. Exactly. 10 sacks and you were not the main player because David Bailey was there. And he was the number one guy. He was the number one guy. 11.5 tackles for loss. So you could see set that edge. 38 tackles. But the big thing, 62 pressures, 10 sacks. One of the best pass rush win rates in the NFL. I like it. You guys grade the pick down in the comments section. I'm making a new poll. Sounds like we're going wide receiver. And then the Seahawks took Jadarian Price. Interesting. Could you bring up the best available real quick? Please do, because we got the pick at 66. Yes. Who do you like better, Deshaun Stribling or Malachi Fields? How big is Fields? Okay, we're going Fields. Boom. We're going Fields. Got you. We do not pick until 95, but I had to make the Titans pick. Fields is 6'4", Michelle. Lance from North Dakota State. That is a good pick. We'll think about him. We might have Stribling available in the third round. I disagree, Nikhil. I think he's kind of good. B, C. See, I don't really like Claire. I like him as a blocker. I don't necessarily like him there as a receiver. Our next pick is pick 95. Pick 95. Pick 95. One minute, power through these. Yeah, exactly. All right, Arizona is now on the clock, and they are taking Ty Simpson. Here are the Patriots' selections so far. Caleb Lomu, the offensive tackle. You move him to right tackle, but okay, that's fine. We needed a tackle. And then Romello Height. Pick 63, the edge out of Texas Tech. We got one more pick to go. One more pick to go. Our next pick, who do you guys want it to be? Do you want it to be a wide receiver, tight end? And we could go D-line. We could go linebacker. I cannot show that Beantown. I don't know what you mean options were if we went young round one. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't mind Max Clare. I'd rather go wide receiver, but if we want to take a tight end, that's completely okay to me. Completely okay to me. Take wide receiver next. Ted Hurst. I knew Ty Simpson was going. Pick 65 to the Arizona Cardinals. And now the Tennessee Titans are on the clock, and they're going to take Malachi Fields, the wide receiver out of Notre Dame. Who's available at offensive tackle now? I mean, we could show you. There's nobody, but we could show you the best available offensive lineman. Yeah, that's all we need. Caleb Tiernan, the Northwestern tackle, which if I was going, I'd probably go with him. Travis Burke, Markel Bell. Bell's a solid player. Austin Barber, no. Travis Burke, I'm not really okay with taking Memphis guys. I mean, Diego Pounds out of Ole Miss. Not bad. Drew Shelton, solid player. Yeah, I say we go. If Iheanachor is there at 31, we're going to go 31. If Iheanachor is there at 31, I think the Patriots go 31. I think that's a guarantee. I think that's 100% a guarantee. Something my nose. Ted Hurst. No, Drake May. He's saying if we didn't draft Lomu in the first. If we didn't draft Lomu. Malachi Fields to the Tennessee Titans. Got 80 people in the chat right now and 78 likes. Can we get 2 more to get to 80? Can we get 2 more? Pick 67 for the Las Vegas Raiders is in. Should the Patriots trade and get another second and maybe a third-round pick in the draft while keeping our first round? All right, since you guys are naming a B, Zachariah Branch to the Raiders. Max Clare is available. Who should we draft at pick 95? What position? Wide receiver. Tight end. Linebacker. Or what else do we got? What else do we have? What else could we possibly do? I think that's all we truly need. We could go safety. We'll just do those three. Screw it. Just put up another poll. Who's still available at the safety position? Zakee Wheatley, Bud Clark. Bud Clark's a solid player. Jalen Kilgore. They're still very good. Genesis Smith. Kamari Ramsey. Jacoby Thomas. BJ Payne. Michael Traff. Trav, I'm doing whatever the chat wants. And I put up the poll. And 60% of you saying wide receiver. 65% of you guys are saying wide receiver. So we're going wide receiver as of now. If that changes, then that changes. But right now we're going wide receiver. And who do we have still available at wide receiver? Antonio Williams, Deshaun Stribling, Elijah Surratt, Ted Hurst, Brennan Thompson, Bryce Lance. Bryce Lance could be a solid guy. Deion Burke, Skylar Bell, another guy. I like Elijah Surratt a lot. I really like Elijah Surratt. I really like Elijah Surratt. I think I might take, if he is available, I'll probably take Surratt. Sam Rouse, the tight end out of Stanford. I like Tanner Koziel at tight end. He kind of has that build that's perfect for tight end. Like, he's not your fast, but he can also go out and kind of block. Skylar Bell from UConn. UConn football wasn't good. UConn football wasn't good. That's the one thing I'm scared of about Skylar Bell. That's the same thing I'm scared about Bryce Lance. Can Bryce Lance transition from FCS ball to, what's it called? Can he transfer to FCS ball to the NFL? Well, there goes our one thing. Elijah Surratt is gone, so we will not be taking Elijah Surratt. So now Skylar Bell is our best option. Skylar Bell is now on the board. I understand, Drake May from Connecticut, so you like UConn. I'd swap Lance and Bell. Is Omar Cooper available? Connor, Omar Cooper went in the first round, brother. Antonio Williams. Keith Abney, the cornerback out of ASU. Supreme Cam asks what linebackers are available. Let's look at the available linebackers since we're late. We're deep in this mock draft. I would love Surratt, man. We might have to trade up. Josiah Trotter, I think he's going to be a very good player. Son of Jeremiah Trotter. Keyshawn Elliott, he's an okay player. Kyle Lewis, whatever you want to say it. Okay, David. I got you. Lance Bell, Lane, yeah. I do like Lane a lot. I was watching his highlights. Last week, and I'm like, why isn't he getting more looks? I mean, I know Maava is like a good quarterback, and they play all the way in the West Coast? Is it because of West Coast bias? Because no one watches West Coast games. No one's staying up late. Is that the reason why Jacoby Lane is not that high on any big boards? Now I'm starting to convince myself of Jacoby Lane instead of Skylar Bell. I forgot I watched his highlight tape on Saturday, and I was like, holy shit, this guy is a dog. Exactly. Lemon was the guy. I mean, I love Mekhi Lemon, but Lane was your deep threat. We're going wide receiver, guys. I hope he's there. We got a lot of picks left. We got 23 picks left. And Elijah Surratt just went off the board. Keith Abney, Dominic Orange. Who are you going with, Double S, if you had to choose? Who are you going with? Yeah, David, you kind of convinced me. You kind of convinced me. I think I'm going to go, if he's available, I think I'm going to go Jacoby Lane. He's 6'4" too. Like, oh my. Deep ball from Drake May. Kyle Lewis, linebacker out of Pittsburgh, going to Cincinnati. I'm not taking Max Clare. Not taking a tight end. Going wide receiver. If tight end passes in the poll, we will take a tight end, but we're taking a wide receiver. We're taking a wide receiver. He ran a 4.4. Beantown. 4.47. So I'm okay. Mike Washington. Oh, that's a homer pick right there. That is such a homer pick. That is one hell of a homer pick. Trizzy Trace Gerard. Yeah, Jacoby Lane's my pick. I have convinced myself. You have watched in real time. You have watched in real time me convince myself on what I'm doing. We got a minute. Get these picks in. I lost the ball. Ramondre Stevenson style. This ball's so small. Deion Burks. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know who Ted Hurst was 2 weeks ago. I didn't know who he was 2 weeks ago. Once Dane Brugler came out with his beast, like Football Encyclopedia, he had Ted Hurst as like a guy that was rising, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like, he's as Smitty said, not a real player. I disagree, Nikhil, but we all have our own opinions. We all have our own opinions. If you're a good tackle, you can play both. Skylar Bell will be the pick if Jacoby Lane gets taken. Antonio Williams, round 3, pick 74, the wide receiver out of Clemson. All right, Lane's still there. I don't like Bryce Lance because I am afraid of FCS players. I do not believe if you play FCS and you are a skilled position player, you will be good in the NFL. That's just my personal opinion. If you're an offensive lineman, that's fine because you can teach technique if you have that size and athletic ability at the offensive lineman. Christian Watson's one player. Can you name me another? And Christian Watson also gets hurt every single year. Is that because he can't handle the NFL speed? Maybe. Nevada is FBS. Connor. They're in the Mountain West. They're FBS. Pop Douglas, that is an FBS school. He played at Liberty. That is an FBS school. So, simple as that. Christian Watson is the rare one guy. And there he goes, Ted Hurst, the no-name player. Like, I am all for taking offensive linemen out of FCS schools because if you have that big, strong build, if you are a 6'7", 330-pound offensive lineman playing tackle at, let's say, an FCS school like Villanova, then you get with some guy who can learn and teach and get your kind of skills, your footwork and everything, then that's when I'm okay with it. Skill position, you can't teach hands. You can't teach going up against NFL-type cornerbacks. There you go. Cooper Kupp, all right. That's fine. You made me two. Name me two. I don't believe in Bryce Lance. That's just me. You have your own opinion, Nikhil. I don't think he's better. I don't. But that's Carson Lee. You got me. We'll wait and see. We got a lot of picks to go. Got 18 picks left. 18 picks left. Beantown, you're naming me guys from the George Bush administration. Max Clare is going to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Oh, we got a sub. Shout out to all y'all. 84 people hanging out with us. If you love this, if you want us to do more stuff like this, hit that sub button right now. Without the chat's inputs, probably still the same. Who unsubbed? You asshole. I'm taking wide receiver. I'm a firm believer, and this is just how I feel. It's just like cornerback. If you can play one side of the ball, you should be able to play the other side of the ball, or else you're not that great of a player. If you're an edge rusher, you should play one side of the ball, and you can play the other side of the ball. Same with offensive line. If you're truly a good offensive lineman, one side of the ball, other side of the ball. Left side, right side. So if Lomu can't play right tackle, then he shouldn't be a first-round pick. If Will Campbell can't play right tackle, he shouldn't be a first-round pick. Trevor Clark, that's crazy. I'm going offensive lineman, edge, wide receiver. That's my choice. Oh, we lost 2 subs now. Boo! What are you guys doing? Now I'm getting a phone call from a telemarketer. I agree. I agree we need linebacker help. There we go. We got him back. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't I call them unsubscribers? Because you're unsubscribing probably because you think I'm an a-hole. I do think we need linebacker help. I agree we need linebacker help. But I am much rather going with an edge rusher, which we need more because we need a starting edge. I like Christian Ellis. And Robert Spillane is our captain. I am all for getting support for Mr. Drake May. All for getting support for Mr. Drake May. Jake Slaughter going to the Ravens. Rage! You made it, Rage. It's been a while. We miss you over here on the channel. I would drive Tanner Kozio in the 4th round. I think he's going to fall to the 4th. I really like him. Trevor, should we draft a kicker this round? That's a good question, Trav. We'll use that in the mailbag. Guys, we have our mailbag coming up after the mock draft, so make sure you get your questions in. #Patriots. Make sure you keep on asking those. You can ask them the whole entire live. We got all the live. We've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Damn. Andy Borgalis is my twin. Damn, no super chats today. None. Lame. I don't think Denzel Boston is trash. I don't think he's trash. Malik Muhammad, cornerback, going to the Panthers at 83. Didn't they already take one? Didn't they take a corner already? Rage, yeah. Hey, Trevor Clark! There we go! We got $1 from Trevor Clark. Shout out to you! Mayday! Mayday! Oh, I was wrong. Okay, they took a safety, not a corner. I like this. I like this. Trav, Chat Sports paid me on a Wednesday. I got paid yesterday. I got paid on a Wednesday. I woke up Wednesday morning and I was like, oh, I got paid. We got paid. I was like, Wednesday? Okay. I was like, okay, got to pay my credit card bill, even though I'm still a lot of money in debt. Put a little bit in savings, and then go and eat a steak for dinner tomorrow. Trevor Clark's a real one. A real one. Who would have been your top 5 for the 31st pick? Max Iheanachor, R. Mason Thomas, T.J. Parker, I don't really have a top 5. I have like 4 guys I'm locked in on. Denzel Boston, I guess. Jacob Rodriguez, because clearly he's going in the top. He's going first round. The Steelers are on the clock, and Beantown says, based on their first 2 picks, where did T.J. Parker go? No, he went first round because I would have took him. Yeah. He went to the Chargers at 22. The Steelers are selecting Bud Clark with the 85th pick in our Chat Sports mock draft. And now the Chargers are back on the clock. And the pick is in. 66 people still hanging out with us. Steelers suck at drafting. Hey, shout out to you! Shout out! Jalen Farmer out of Kentucky. The first Wildcat off the board going to the Chargers. All right. We are 8 picks away from our final pick in the draft. 8 picks away. And we will be taking a wide receiver. I know my pick. Kendrick Law is number 8? Has Jacoby Lane gone? Has he been picked? Has he been picked? Let's go down. Let's keep looking. We got Surratt. Keep going up. Logan Jones. Okay. Let's just keep going. Let's just go recap the entire draft. Maybe we missed him. Okay. Ted Hurst. Gotcha. Elijah Surratt. Okay. Malachi Fields. Okay. Jadarian Price. Romello Height. Okay. I don't see him. Gabe Akis. Okay. Chris Bell. Okay. Zion Young. Jeremy Bernard. Okay. Well, we're taking him, and no one is probably thinking about him because he's not on the top. Yeah, Blake Miller, he did not. I know Jacoby Lane didn't go in the first round. All right. Yeah, just don't jinx it, Ramos. And guys, don't forget, this is just our mock draft. We will be live next week for the actual draft, so you don't want to miss out. Logan Jones, the center out of Iowa, going to the Commanders. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Moose. Don't do it, Moose. I'm going to go in there and beat your ass if you do. Don't do it, Moose. Who did he pick? Okay, Jonah Coleman, a running back out of Washington. Now the anticipation is going because he's still available and anybody could draft him. The Eagles could draft him. They need a wide receiver because they're getting rid of A.J. Brown. That could easily be their pick right there. They could screw us over again. Don't do it, Eagles! Don't do it! I haven't watched the movie Draft Day in 10 years. Exactly. F the birds. F the birds. F the birds. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Our pick's not even on the big board. Howie is a tool. Hell yeah, he is. Kendrick Law, dude. Kendrick Law sucked. Reminder, trade. Let's see where he could possibly go. Yep. All right. Come on. Chris McClellan. Kyle Lewis, if he was on the board. He was taken a little bit ago. Mark Ye. He was taken a little bit ago. Come on. Pick 90. We are 5 picks away. Do the Seahawks still have a pick in front of us? The right after? Oh, Connor, I know. I know he was at Kentucky. I know who he is. I don't know how Zion Young fell that far. Pick is in for Miami. Don't be my guy. Do not be my guy. Caleb Tiernan, the offensive tackle. To the Bills. Don't do it, Smitty. Don't do it. Don't do it. Mark Ye, we're looking at Jacoby Lane. We're looking at Jacoby Lane. Beantown. We'll see. Oh. You guys know how to dribble a football? Or you just kind of throw it down and it comes right back up to you? Come on. The anticipation is going. My blood pressure is rising. My blood pressure is rising. Come on. What are you going to go with, Smitty? What are we going to go with? Who are we going to go with? We are 8 likes away from 100. Can we get to 100, guys? Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 100 before we get to our 95th pick. Come on. I'm waiting for this. The pick is in. Who did they go with? Okay. Tyler Onyedim. Come on. 3 likes away. Let's get to 100. The Cowboys are on the clock at 92. The pick is in. They got DJ Moore. Zakee Wheatley? We're going with it. Bring up the best available wide receivers for me, please. We are 3 picks away from us. Or 2 picks away. The pick is in for the LA Rams. And it's Deshaun Stribling, a wide receiver. Not the wide receiver we're targeting. Come on. Come on. These are your top wide receivers available. Second row. Wow, what rank is he? Where is he? We got 1 pick, the Dolphins. Dolphins, do not do it, Rolly. Do not do it. Do not do it. I still can't believe Kendrick Law. We got 1 more. 1 more. Come on. Come on. We are 1 pick away from our final pick in the mock draft. The pick is in. And I think they took a Michigan player. Jayshon Barham and the New England Patriots are now on the clock. Wide receiver. We got it, baby. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Send it in, Jerome. Send it in. Send it in. There we go. We got him. I think Sam might have forgot to put him in. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The pick is in. We are taking Jacoby Lane, the wide receiver out of USC. 6'4". Bang! There we go. We got him. He fit right in. Third round. And I'm okay with this. You're getting someone who is going to be a big wide receiver. My number one thing going into this draft was getting a wide receiver who's big. And now when you look at his stats, he's only 22 years old. He has a lot of room to grow. 200 pounds. That big, strong wide receiver. 49 receptions and only 745 yards. But that yards per catch is 15.2 and only 4 touchdowns. Why are those numbers how they were? Well, because he was number 2 on the depth chart. You had Mekhi Lemon, who was right in front of him, who is going to be one of the top wide receivers in the NFL one day. Gives me that Amon-Ra St. Brown. But guess what? Kind of Jacoby Lane gives you that kind of Jameson Williams type player. His scouting report, size, and athletic ability are clearly there. Has untapped potential if he can tap to his physicality more. And that's where you put in the Josh McDaniel type offense. That's when you bring in a head coach who can really, really kind of get him together. And the struggles to separate and doesn't win enough in tight windows. But guess what? When you have a quarterback in Drake May throwing the ball in tight windows, that's what you do. There we go. I like it. I like our picks. Don't even dare say that, Rage. Don't you dare say that. Also, N'Keal Harry was 6'3", and that man ran like a 4'3". He ran like a 4'3". Marshall, do we run round 4? Let's do it. Oh, man. The Giants are picking Darrell Jackson Jr. So while we're getting this, because since we have all our picks in, we can get into the cut. Start building these graphics. Why did the Seahawks need safety? Didn't they lose a safety? I could have sworn N'Keal Harry was faster than that Beantown. I guess I was wrong. 4'5". He was only 6'2". So you're getting a guy that's faster than N'Keal Harry. You're getting a guy that's taller than N'Keal Harry. That dude just sucks. No, I'm thinking of N'Keal Harry because I remember specifically watching his tape after getting out of the Avengers Endgame and seeing him just catch slants and outrunning every single player. Because we drafted N'Keal Harry during the opening night of Avengers Endgame, and I remember we drafted him over A.J. Brown or DK Metcalf. I was pissed, and then watched his highlight tape, and I'm like, he's fast. He can outrun on slants. But we didn't draft A.J. Brown. But why do you think I want A.J. Brown so bad? Because I have been waiting 7 years for him to be a Patriot because I wanted him to be a Patriot back in 2019. And I have the opportunity to do that right now. So If you're ready for the real thing, you want to push that over. Why not? Because, yeah, we're getting that. We're getting our cut ready for you guys. We're going to break down every single one of these picks. Every single one of these picks. I would have been even okay with DK Metcalf. I would have totally been completely okay with that. I would have been really okay with that. But then we went and got N'Keal Harry, who I didn't even hear of. Trevor Clark and Charlicia, shout out to y'all. Keep asking your questions, guys. Hashtag Patriots. We got a mailbag coming up for you, too. I know only 50 people are still watching with us, but we can still get as many more questions as we possibly can for this mailbag because this is the only time we're going to go live this week. So make sure you get your questions in, guys. You can audible if you want, JD, but I see you're making the weigh-ins as like the watch party weigh-ins. Okay. I was like, you can bring up like the picks if you want. But it was just up to you. Yes, this is the last live until the NFL draft. This will be the last live. It's up to you. You're the producer. I let you choose. If you want to bring up the full weigh-in or you just want to bring up one, that's fine by me. Whatever's easier for you. You did not miss the mailbag, Charlicia. We have not done it yet. Rage, what do you mean why? We go live on Thursdays. What's today's day? Thursday. Next Thursday, draft. Ooh. I like Lane a lot too. Okay. I mean, instead of the player bio, yeah, the player profile. Yeah, exactly. Rage, I'm off Wednesday. Yeah, because the profile still gives their height and weight and their stats. It's basically a player bio. I'm off Wednesday, and then we'll be live Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll be live on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, yes. No live show except for Thursday. Unless we get a $200 super chat right now. Then I'll go live on like Monday or Tuesday. $200 super chat. I'll go live. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Dexter Lawrence trade ain't happening, Morgan Moses. It's not happening. If it happens, I will come on live and I will eat a paper towel. I will eat a paper towel. Grade the pick at 30. Well, it'd be 28. We traded, remember? So we'll bring in that trade as well. I'll put that in the script. Morgan Moses says, I ate paper as a kid. And then the player 3 rank. Do you think more people are watching the draft or watching the Michael Jackson bio movie? Well, if I was going to be completely honest, Rage, if I was not working here, I would not be watching the draft. So the last time that I watched the draft, because I didn't watch it in 2023, I will play this clip for you. And this, let me find it. That was the last draft I watched. With the New England Patriots drafting Cole Strange. I didn't watch in 2023. I didn't watch in 2024. I was working here last year, so clearly I watched, but I stopped watching the draft. Because it was... I mean, the NBA playoffs are on. I'm going to watch the NBA playoffs over anything. So, Jeremiah Smith is going to the Dolphins. Does the Dolphins have the one pick? Yeah, he is. Patriots receiving room is the top 5 worst in the NFL right now. I disagree. List 5 stat. I'm just looking at my script trying to remind myself. Depth chart, scouting report. Yeah, we have the scouting report on all these guys. Do we have a scouting report on Jacoby Lane? Oh, Weldinator! My guy! Let's go! Oh, I hope everything's good with you. I hope you're enjoying Warriors basketball. And, I mean, you swept my Mets last week. It's too late to make the pick. Would you prioritize linebacker, get a true wide receiver 1? In my opinion, that's what Drake May needed. Prioritizing edge and offensive line. No, you're good, brother. You're good. But let's celebrate with this one. We got $100 super chat from the Weldinator. Bang! Bang! There we go. So I think A.J. Brown is definitely coming to the Patriots. So I don't necessarily say prioritize a true number 1 wide receiver. I love Jacob Rodriguez if you want to go linebacker, but edge, offensive line, that like if you for our mock draft, we went with an offensive lineman, then we went with who'd we go with? We went with an edge. We went with Romello. Duh. And then we went with a wide receiver. David, don't even get me started, man. Don't even get me started. And then Sway Xavier coming in with a $2 super chat. But appreciate you, Eldinator. It was great meeting you during the Super Bowl weekend at the Raiders meetup. Hopefully one day we can get a meetup for Patriots too. Channel's got to grow a little bigger. But shout out to you. I see everything you're doing on Instagram. And I like the videos. You're having a fun time. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Chris Clark's question, who is your favorite Spider-Man? Where is Chris Clark? Shows up for every video, doesn't show up for the live. Sway Xavier. My Binkies. Skylar Bell, Roush, Jake Caldwell, and AJ Halsey. Who's AJ Halsey? Ah. Okay. I like Roush, Skylar Bell. We had the opportunity to take him. We chose Jacoby Lane. And I agree 100%, Morgan Moses. If AJ doesn't happen, it is Diggs that has to come back. Also, for the mailbag, we'll start with Weldinator's super chat because that's question 2. I'd rather have a player 3. I can make it real quick. Beantown, the Mets are worse, bro. Nick Nash? Why have I heard that name? Underrated. He's with the Commanders now. He signed a contract with the Commanders on January 6th. Huh. Runner-up for Biletnikoff Award. Let's see his stats. At San Jose State, he had 600 yards. He had oh wait, no, that's passing. What am I looking at? He had 1,382 yards and 100 catches. Damn. Well, he's with the Commanders now. But if he gets cut, or if he has the opportunity, I'd definitely take a look at it. Moses, I think that he could be going to the Texans. That would be my guess. That would 100% be my guess if I had to choose where Dexter Lawrence. Reagan says just going to ignore us. We went over it. What do you mean? Are you just going to ignore it? There we go. Beantown, we're on an 8-game losing streak. It might be 9 at this point. It might be 9. But I remember Nick Nash being with the Falcons, yeah. Last year, he didn't play many games. I remember Moose talking about that, host of Falcons, talking about the preseason. I don't know if you can speak Spanish, JD, but Rage is trying to speak Spanish in the chat. Isn't that cousin? Isn't Primo cousin? Yeah, but your A's are good, man. Like, they're one of the only teams that are above 500. We can't even get a hit. Bottom 8, 0 outs. Who was pitching for you guys today? Jacob Lopez? Not your best pitcher. Yeah, you guys stole Jeff McNeil. Langoliers, Soderstrom. Damn, they have a really good team. Kurtz. Wow, yeah. Oh, you have Luis Medina too? As a kind of reliever? He's solid. Yeah, Langoliers is good. Yeah, F the Yankees. I can agree on that. Oh, McLean had a gem. I'm not a Red Sox fan. Jack is the Red Sox fan. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, the only Boston team I root for is the Patriots. Oh, I hate F the Dodgers, man. People asked me all the time when I was younger. They were like, how the hell are you a Patriots fan and then also New York? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're not even the New Age Yankees. They're worse than the New Age Yankees. The Yankees would get 1 or 2 players and then just be like, all right, cool. The Dodgers are deferring every single contract. It's the most annoying thing in baseball, and they're going to win again, and it's just not, they're paying for everything. Exactly. And then the new CBA, whenever they get, if we have a lockout, that should be the number one thing that they try to fix. Bobby Bonilla, yes, sir. But Bobby Bonilla ended up sucking, and they cut him. I'm a Rangers fan for the NHL. We suck. so I barely pay attention. I mean, being here, living in Dallas, I hope that the Stars do well, I guess. But I'm a Rangers fan. No, he's getting that $1 million to like 2032. Huh. The only reason I even root for him here is just because it's here in Dallas, and people I went to a bar last year when the Stars were playing. They were down 3-1. They came back and won, and boom, it was electric. Oh, Trevor Clark, you're not gonna like me, bro. Yeah, but you live in Nipa, Ramos. You live in Nipa. They all have those weird. Could you put the picks Tennessee and then tackle? Or why does it say 10? It's Utah. So Utah, then offensive tackle, and then below it put pick 28 or round 1 pick 28. And yes, I am Ramos or Trevor Clark. I can't wait till the second round of the NBA playoffs. Because I could talk all the trash on here. How many mods do we have currently? I think 7. F the Dodgers, Connor. I think we have 7. We have Trav. We have Time in the Buckeye. We have Drew. We have Michelle. We have Double S. We have Big Daddy Joe. 28, 63, 95. Beautiful. Awesome. That's perfect. They're here during no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, he's never here because he is a Chat Sports wide mod. That's why. He's a mod for every single channel. And Beantown, I don't care if Tatum's healthy. I don't care if he's not. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. We'll see. We'll see. Couldn't do it last year, even when he was healthy. So we'll have to wait and see, shall we? All right. Enough talking about basketball. We got our mock draft to talk about, guys, because we had our mock draft and we had our picks. And I really like our picks. Also, take this off. Have you done it with Moose before? Where if you have the super chat on there and then you push the intro. The intro? Yeah. Yep. Good call. There we go. No, you're fine. Double S has been a mod as long as I've known here, as long as I've been the host here for a long time. He did hurt his Achilles, but you guys were going to go down 3-1 anyway. 3-1 anyway. But let's get into our mock draft, guys. We got to talk about it. We're going to recap the 3 picks that I have made for the New England Patriots. So let's get into it. We had our Chat Sports wide company mock draft was the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft. And of course, I think that I made true picks that is going to help recreate this dynasty here for New England. Welcome in to Patriots Today by Chat Sports, presented by PrizePicks. I am your host, Brett Alper, and we had 3 picks. Pick 31, but guess what? We traded up. And then pick 63 and pick 95. So we're going to recap all these picks and break them down here on the channel. But before we go and do that, we got 1 week until the actual thing. 1 week until we get to the true mock or real, no more mock drafts, the actual mock draft for the New England Patriots. Spam Pats down in the comment section. And producer JD, could you bring up that trade before we get into the picks just to show the audience what we did to kind of go into how did we get this pick? So go down in the comment section right now and spam Pats because I want to see all the comments run. So I made a trade. Honestly, I made a trade to try to get up and go for Iheanachor because I thought that the Texans were going to take him at pick 28. So I gave away our 4th round pick 125, because we have 2 of them, and a 1st round pick to move up 3 spots. But guess what? Eagles host Chase Sr., who already trolled me today by trading away A.J. Brown to the Rams to just make me angry, he ended up drafting Iheanachor with the 23rd pick, which I think is a reach, but neither here nor there. So instead, I'm still going with an offensive lineman, and for pick 28, I took Caleb Lomu, the Utah offensive lineman, offensive tackle out of Utah. Now, before we get into it, JD, I think we have to, before we get into it, talk about our sponsor of today's show, because we, of course, love our sponsors here at PrizePicks. We'll break it all down for you in just a second, but let me tell you about our sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. Let's talk about the app that I can't get enough of. The best place to win cash while watching sports. Playoff basketball is here, big golf tournaments, baseball is underway, and you know my favorite with motorsports every single Sunday. Personally, I love sports, and I love making daily fantasy lineups. I made one for you literally yesterday, and guess what? It won me a nice, crisp $50. You guys can follow me on the app and see all my lineups at The Real Alper. Get your picks before they even get posted on the show. Also follow your friends, share lineups, or explore your favorite celebrity lineups. And I have a lineup for motorsports because you know I love it every single Sunday, guys. They got the race out at Kansas. And I like Chris Buescher and also Kyle Larson because those 2 guys have the closest finish in history at this track 2 years ago. So I got there more on fantasy points. And also Chase Briscoe, a guy that finishes in the top 10 every single race at this track, last 4 races. So I took the more on that one too. It's really easy to use, guys. You can make a lineup just like that. All you got to do is just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. It's a new user offer. Download the app today and use code HMA to get $50 on lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. So let's look at Caleb Lomu. He is only 21 years old. He can develop a lot. 6'6", 313 pounds, the redshirt sophomore. And I know what you guys are thinking. Well, Brett, he only plays left tackle. Why don't we move him? Can we move him to right tackle? I truly believe if you are a good tackle, you can play both sides of the ball. And I think he can develop a ton because if you look at that 2025, you can see only 8 pressures. The scouting report looks very good for him. Moves very well and has starting left tackle upside with pass protection ability. Well, you can also move Will Campbell to right tackle if you needed to. You have him sit behind Morgan Moses. He brings solid foot quickness and hand usage. Strength is lacking too often and might take some time to develop. But you saw those PFF grades, that he's 68 overall, but an 82 pass blocking grade, which I really, really like. And right now, he wouldn't start. This is not your pick where you're planning on having him be a day 1 starter. You have Will Campbell, you have Iheanachor, Jared Wilson, Mike Uwenu, but Morgan Moses is the big question mark. The big question mark that you have because he might retire after the season. So you need to go and find a replacement for him. So I really think that this could be the pick if you wanted to go out and find your offensive lineman. I think that should be the number 1 priority for the New England Patriots is get your offensive lineman. Get your guy that you're going to replace Morgan Moses with because you have to protect Drake May. I don't want to see him getting sacked 20 times in the postseason because guess what? We're going to be making the postseason a lot more. So I want to see that all that support. You already got Elijah Vera-Tucker in free agency. You moved Jared Wilson to center. So now you go out and get your right tackle with Caleb Lomu, or you could play him at left tackle and move Will Campbell. Either or. But you grade the pick at 28 because we made the trade. You let me know down in the comments section. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F down below. I'm going to give this one I'd say a B. I wanted Max Iheanachor so freaking badly, but thanks, Chase Sr. I still think next week that Iheanachor will be available for the Patriots at 31. My second pick is going with an edge, and it was the only edge that was available, and I really like this guy, Romello Height. We talked about him a little bit. If this would be the pick, if the Patriots did not go with an edge in the first round, but you also have that opportunity to go and trade up. We couldn't make trades after 12 p.m. in our draft. And guess what? Zion Young fell to like pick 50, so you could easily trade up and get him. But this guy is a little bit undersized, but I think that he could be a very, very good player. 25 years old. This means he's pretty much developed. 6'2", 239 pounds. You got to get a little bit more muscle on him. I like that 250 to 255 pound range, but honestly, it's pretty easy to put on 10 pounds. I know from experience. But in 2025, he was a great player. And his scouting report, it was the biggest thing. Undersized but productive pass rusher with a solid array of moves, quick off the snap, good hands, and nice bend. The power is just not there and struggles with balance at times. So that's when you get that strength up. If you get that strength up, then that power up. But he can still get to the quarterback even with his size. Clearly, he has some bend because he still had 10 sacks. And guess what? He wasn't even the top guy on the defense. 62 pressures. 62 pressures. Had one of the top pass rush win rates in the college football. And 38 tackles. I would 100% love for him to be a New England Patriot. And I think that he is kind of being overlooked at a little bit. I think that if you drafted Romello Height, he's not going to be your starter. I don't think he starts over Draymond Jones. I don't think he starts over Harold Landry. But in college, he wasn't the number one guy. In college, he was behind David Bailey and still picked up the stat sheet with 10 sacks, with 62 pressures. I like that, and I see in Romello Height. And if we picked him at 30 or 63, I would be very, very happy with this guy. And for my last pick, we waited to get a wide receiver. I wanted to get the biggest needs, offensive line and then edge, and I still think that A.J. Brown's going to be here, but I absolutely love Jacoby Lane, and whoever has our big board here at Chat Sports needs to kind of refresh it because they had Kendrick Law, the wide receiver out of Kentucky, over this guy, but you got an absolute dog in a wide receiver. 6'4", 200 pounds, and guess what? He's also one of those guys that's kind of being overlooked because he wasn't the number one guy on the team. I really enjoy him. And when you look at his stats, only 74 targets. That's all you kind of need when you're going up because he's going to be alongside of Romeo Doubs and also Kayshon Boutte and Pop Douglas. But that yards per catch, 15.2, 4 touchdowns, and only 4 drops. Only 4 drops. And I really think what the Patriots needed to do, because a lot of people were saying, oh, Brett, you got to go take Casey Concepcion in the first round because he's going to be one of a top wide receiver. No, I truly don't think so. I want a guy that's big. Pause. Extreme. Oh, my Lord, pause. But I want a guy that's tall. That's a better word I should go with. I want a guy that's not 5'11". Because we've experienced that before. We have Kyle Williams that is 5'11" and a speed demon. That's why I don't want Casey Concepcion. Yeah, you could go with Denzel Boston if you truly want to. I like Skylar Bell. Chris Brazzell went even earlier than I expected, so that wasn't going to be your second round pick. But a 6'4" guy that knows that he can catch the ball with the deep route. Who throws the best deep ball in the NFL? Who throws in the tightest windows in the NFL? That is Drake May. So if you pair him with a guy that was the second guy, because Mekhi Lemon is going to be one of the best wide receivers in football, my prediction kind of gives me that player comp of Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I like what I see from Jacoby Lane. Watched his highlight tape on Saturday, and I was sign me the hell up for it. So you got your offensive lineman in Caleb Lomu. You got your edge rusher in Romello Height, and now you got your wide receiver in Jacoby Lane. Excuse me. So I want to know from you guys. Grade my mock draft. A, B, C, D, or F. 3 picks. It was only a 3-round mock. I got you my 7th round, my 7-round mock next week. Full 7 rounds. But this was my Chat Sports mock draft. So you let me know how I did. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F down in the comments section. Also, subscribe to the channel. For all you guys that were here during the live show, we had a fun time, and we're going to have an even more fun time when it becomes real next week, Thursday. So don't miss out. For our live show, we're going to be live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Hit that sub button right now. And as always, let's go Pats. Boom. Yeah, that was a big pause moment. That was worse than Moose's the other day. Lord. I can't even drink this water straight. Yeah, we still got a mailbag. Did he message you or anything? Yeah, Michael. Nestforce, use hashtag Patriots. Hashtag Patriots. Because that's a great question, but I need hashtag Patriots. We have plenty? Please give us more questions, guys. We got 41 people. Michael, ask a question. See, there we go, Nestforce. That's perfect. Sway Xavier, give us a question. What do you got? Connor, I know you've asked questions before, so you don't need to ask any more. There we go. Charlicia, Alexander is Orange County walking. I know you're still here, brother. Trevor Clark, keep asking your questions. Trying to do a mailbag for you guys as we do every single Sunday. Every Sunday. I don't miss out on them. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You have sent in for? All right, well, we don't want to repeat. I hate repeating. No offense. No offense. I like your questions, guys, but I like to get everybody involved. I don't like doing the same people over and over again because then it just feels repeated. It feels like I'm just talking to you rather than talking to every single person. Exactly. Yeah. And if we only get to 10 minutes, so be it. Michael E., send in a question. I know you got one. Yes. If I ask a guesting question, it's going to be an A-B question. What do you mean by A-B? What am I missing here? Nestforce, geez. Someone's going to clip that. We'll see how much they viewed. Ooh. Dexter Lawrence is not in a good place with the Giants and has not been for a while. While money is a big part of it, another element is that Lawrence has seen many players leave the organization over the years. He stayed quiet, been a good soldier. The ABS system. This is football, guys. I do love ABS. I love it. I love making the umpires look like idiots. Love it. Love it. Tried to be a team guy, so when it played clear last year that he outplayed his contract and it was time for a new deal, the organization not taking it so seriously felt like a slap in the face. Interesting. So we have enough questions? I want to go to the gym today, but I don't think it's going to happen. I made a whole video on that, Michael. Just kind of shows guilt, I guess I would say. I don't know. It's not a good look, and I still want Mike Vrabel to comment on the situation. Can't just ignore it, bro. I think you put yourself in situations, and her statement was kind of clear telling. Never took accountability, didn't even say, hey, I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Just said, no, this is the smear campaign. And I'm like, not really. It's not really, but it is what it is. I just want Coach to talk. I want him to say something. Like, you called it laughable, and it's not really laughable because it's a bad look. I mean, do I think he should be fired? Absolutely not. I don't think he should be fired at all. Do I think he should go to, like, some sensitivity training? Probably. I think he should be fired? No. He didn't break any rules with the Patriots. She broke the journalism rule. Cool. That's cool. I mean, yeah. Yeah, let's see where we are timing-wise. If he came out, but what is he apologizing for, Beantown? Because if you're denying and denying, you don't have anything to apologize for. I don't think anything will happen. He'll speak about it after the draft, and that'll be it. Twitter people are spreading fake rumors. I'm in Twitter group chats. I love those guys to death. I love those guys to death, but their take on the whole situation is kind of ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Also, Mike, do you follow me on Twitter? @TheRealAlper. Make sure you hit that follow button. But if you have any questions, Mike, like if you want to ask a question about it, I'll be willing to talk about it on the mailbag. The Rossini situation. If you wanted to put that hashtag Patriots in the mailbag, I'll talk about it because, I mean, I have my opinions on the whole thing. Like, I don't think he should be fired. Do I think he's going to get fired? No. Unless it came out where he was doing crazy things. Like, I'm not going to say exactly what crazy thing, but if you want to look up Chris Forrester and what he got fired for, that type of situation. I'm not going to say what it was, but if you want to go and Google what Chris Forrester did when he was the coach of the Miami Dolphins, if Mike Vrabel got caught doing that, then you get fired. But he didn't do, nothing has come out. Like, no insider info, anything like that. I mean, people give scoops all the time. It's not tampering. Eagles fans are just coping. It's not tampering. How do you think Adam Schefter gets it? He talks to coaches. He talks to GMs. He talks to everybody. It's the same shit. But I'm going to get myself worked up. All righty, guys. Let's get into our mailbag. Even though we started the mailbag, you can still ask your questions. You can still ask. And we can still get them up on the show. So let's get into it. Our Patriots mailbag. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports, presented by PrizePicks. I am your host, Brett Alper, as we do every live show. And this live show was a little bit special because we did our Chat Sports Wide mock draft. So we had our draft, and I made 3 picks for us. So it was really fun. We got our players. We got Caleb Lomu, Romello Height, and Jacoby Lane, the offensive lineman, edge rusher, and then wide receiver. So I really like what I did here. I hope the Patriots do the same exact thing. And I also wanted to ask you guys, if you want the Patriots to crush the draft, if you want them to crush the draft just as much as I did during the show, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon right now. Go ahead, smash that like button. Like it up, baby. There we go. If you want the Patriots to crush the NFL draft, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon right now because I think that they are going to absolutely kill this draft just like they did in 2025. Let's get to the questions. And it was $100 super chat from the Weldinator. Bang! There we go. Hope all's well. Shout out to the Weldinator. He isn't a Patriots fan, but still always cares about the team and cares about the people that he meets, just like I met him at the Raiders meetup out in San Jose for our other Raiders Report host, Mitchell Renz. He says, would you prioritize linebackers or get a true wide receiver 1, in my opinion, since that's what Drake May needs? And I would say that I would prioritize linebackers. You get an edge rusher. I'd also prioritize offensive line. I do think the Patriots need a true number 1 wide receiver, but all the rumors say that, well, guess what? A.J. Brown's going to be a Patriot. You had stuff come out when this was recorded today from Jonathan Jones that A.J. Brown pretty much knows that he's going to be traded. So there's your 2 number 1 wide receivers. So we'll see what the Patriots do in the draft, because if they go how I did, where it's like, hey, offensive lineman, edge rusher, and then they have a choice. Like, you can go wide receiver, or you can go linebacker, or you can go another offensive lineman. It all depends on what they are going or willing to do. So it's kind of interesting, but I would prioritize the edge, prioritize the defense, and offensive line going first. Shout out to your $100 Super Chat well donator, Trevor Clark. What are your predictions for our top needs in the draft next year? Well, if you get an offensive line here, I still think you might need a cornerback. You might need a cornerback because Carlton Davis will be with 1 year left. He signed a 3-year deal. So this is the 2nd year. He'll be going to his final deal. I think with a linebacker, you're going to need a running back because Ramondre, I think, is going to be gone. So those are kind of top needs. I don't think wide receiver because I think we're going to address it in this draft. But tight end for sure if we don't go this year. Because Hunter Henry is probably not going to be here. So those are kind of your needs in the draft. Cornerback, running back, maybe a linebacker still, maybe a defensive tackle. But I like what the team is going with, and I trust Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf going forward. We're going to get to some more of your guys' questions in just a second. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is PrizePicks. So let's talk about the app that I just can't get enough of. The place to win cash while watching sports. Playoff basketball is here. Big golf tournaments. Baseball is underway. And you know my favorite motorsports every single Sunday, guys. And I got one lineup just for you. Personally, I love sports and I love making daily fantasy lineups. You guys can follow me on the app to see all my lineups at The Real Alper. Get the picks before they even get posted on the show. Also follow your friends, share lineups, or explore your favorite celebrities' lineups. And the race is today, guys. So you want to get this in as quick as possible if you're watching. If you're watching the show, because we're posting this on Sunday. Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson and Chase Briscoe, all the more on their points, on the racing points, because I love Chris Buescher, Mr. Buescher. And Kyle Larson, they had the closest finish in race history 2 years ago at this track, and Chase Briscoe also finishes in the top 10 every single time, has done for the last 4 years. So more on everything, and you can make a lineup just like that, because guys, the app is really easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. The new user offer. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Nest Force, a real one who always shows up every single week. If you could go back in time, who would you pick with the number 4 overall pick in the 2025 draft? Still Campbell or maybe someone like Tet? I love Will Campbell. I get really frustrated with him sometimes. I'll say this. Ask me June 2nd. Ask me June 3rd. Because if A.J. Brown is a Patriot, then I'm going to say I'd probably rather draft Armin Membu. And if not, if A.J. Brown isn't a Patriot, then I'm going to go with Tet. Because I think Membu is a better player than Will Campbell, I'll just be honest. I think he's a great offensive lineman, and we're missing out on him, which I kind of wanted him in the first place, but Will Campbell is still great too. But ask me June 3rd. Those are my 2 guys. I would not take Will Campbell at pick 4, I'll be honest. But I would take either Armin Membu, and if A.J. Brown is not a Patriot, then I'm taking Tedero McMillan. Appreciate your question, though, Nest Force. USSR JP2 Toxic. And I love the picture of Drake May there. I think is that Josh Allen? That's baby Josh Allen. I love it. Who will be your top 5 for the 31st pick? Well, you know I like Max Iheanachor. I like T.J. Parker. I like Zion Young. If you want to go Denzel Boston for a wide receiver, that's cool with me too. And Jacob Rodriguez, that would be my 5. I think that fits all of your needs. You have an offensive lineman. You find your linebacker. You have an option. You have 2 options at edge, and then you have your wide receiver. So those would be my 2 top 5 guys that I would look at. Now, a lot of these guys might go first round. I mean, we saw in our Chat Sports mock draft that Max Iheanachor went 23 to the Eagles. Do I think that's possible? I mean, I don't know, but probably not. He went ahead of Monroe Freeling. So we'll have to wait and see, but those are my top 5 guys. I'm still going probably with an offensive lineman with that 31st pick. Appreciate your question, USSR. Michelle! Thoughts on Markel Bell, offensive tackle, 6'9", 345 to replace Morgan Moses. If you don't go with an offensive tackle in the first round, this should be one of your guys that you kind of target on the second round if you're going with that. Because I was looking at his PFF grades, and I loved watching Miami. Carson Beck had a clean pocket most of the entire year, and I'll be honest, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. I don't think he's an NFL prospect. But Markel Bell, he had a great PFF grade. He didn't allow a single sack in 2025, and he was a part of a national championship appearance. So I really like him, 6'9", 345, kind of gives me that Trent Brown vibes, that Trent Brown type of player. Give you a couple years. I would like him over Morgan Moses for the future. It's just, if you're going to go with, hey, we're going to go with an edge rusher, then we go with an offensive tackle, that's what you do. But I'm still going with an offensive lineman in the first round. I'll ask you guys this, because I want to boost up these like numbers also. If you love the Patriots and what they're doing, because I feel like the dynasty is starting to pick back up, and we got a new era of Patriots football with Drake May, hit that thumbs up icon, people. Let's get to like 300, 400 likes on today's video. Like it up and smash that thumbs up icon. Connor Wiley, what round should we draft a safety? Some people were asking me, should we draft a safety with pick 31? I don't think so. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is a guy that would be a first-round situation, and I'm still not doing that. You signed Kevin Byard to a one-year deal. You have Craig Woodson, who I think is going to be a future All-Pro. But where did you find Craig Woodson? In the 4th round. So that's the exact round that I am picking a safety. That's the first one that I'm picking at safety. I don't know who's going to be available at the 4th round because Thielman and also Emmanuel McNeil-Warren are clearly going to be gone. But I'll get back to you on guys that I feel like could go in the 4th round. We still got a week, or I guess 4 days now when this is going to be posted to when the NFL draft is. But 4th round, 4th, 5th round is when we should draft a safety for Kevin Byard's replacement after this year. Michael! Appreciate your question, though, Connor. What do you think will happen with Mike Vrabel and the Diana Rossini situation? Oh, boy. Well, I will say this. Diana Rossini ended up resigning, and Mike Vrabel has not spoke about it at all. And that's something that I think should be spoken about already. Because, no, I don't think you're going to get fired. No, I don't think that your team is going to really view you any differently than they already are because they respect you more than anything. They just think you were making a dumb mistake, which you clearly did. But you just have to talk to the media at this point, man. You have to make a statement. Either address it, don't address the big elephant in the room, dude. That's it. If you want to still deny everything, that's cool too. But the longer you go with not talking about it, the guiltier you start to seem. And Diana Rossini's kind of statement where she resigned, she kind of just said this was a smear campaign on the media. She really didn't deny any of the accusations. She kind of just said, well, these pictures were taken, and the media scrutinized me for it, and I feel like I should resign. But that's where I'll leave it at that. I don't think anything's going to happen with Mike Vrabel. He still will be the head coach of the Patriots in 2026. Simple as that. Appreciate your question, though, Michael. Trav! It's your boy, Trav. Changed his name to Trav Too Real. If we're planning around A.J. Brown, what should be our strategy going into the draft to help this team as much as possible? Planning around A.J. Brown, what should be a strategy? Get as much support for Drake May on the offensive line as possible. And also then go on the defense and get all your defensive needs. You don't need a wide receiver. If you know that A.J. Brown is coming, if you know that A.J. Brown is going to be here, then you don't really need to go get a wide receiver in the early rounds. You can wait until the 3rd round, just like I did my mock draft. So that should be. You should go get your offensive lineman, and then you could maybe even go with another offensive lineman with a guard. Or you can go with an edge rusher, who I would personally choose, and you can also go get your linebacker in round 3. But if you're playing around A.J. Brown, you don't really need to prioritize wide receiver. One more question for us, and it's Mr. Drake May. I guess Drake May watches the show now, doesn't he? If we draft edge in the top 2 rounds, who do you think will start? Draymond Jones or whoever we will draft? Clearly, Draymond Jones. We signed Draymond Jones to a $39 million contract, 3 years. He's going to get his money's worth. He is going to play on this team. So it's clearly that Draymond Jones is going to be the starter. Now, do I think that the other guy is going to get rotation, whoever we draft? Yeah, 110%. Draymond Jones is going to rotate out just like we saw throughout the whole entire season where we had a rotation of Kayvon Chason, we had Harold Landry, and then Elijah Ponder. And Braden Swinson came in at some points. You will have a rotation piece, but overall, it's going to be Draymond Jones as the starter. And I could even see him being one of the leaders on this team because I think he is a leader and he has enough experience in the NFL to fit with this team. But whoever we may draft in the first or second rounds, it will be a rotational piece. And I think Harold Landry, this will be his last year with New England, so he will later go and be that opposite edge against Draymond Jones. Are you ready for the 2026 season already, man? I am so ready for it. I'm tired of the offseason. I hate the offseason. I can't. I just sit back, I watch highlights, and I'm just ready for football to be here. So if you are just like me and you're ready for football, I even get tired of the draft after a while because it's like, all right, we have these players now. Let's get them on the field. But we have to wait another 5 months. So if you're ready for the draft to be here, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon, and hit and like this video. And guys, another great week of questions. Next time, we're going to be doing a mailbag. The NFL draft will be over. It'll be over. And we'll know the players. So make sure you hit that sub button so you don't miss out on any single draft coverage that we do here on the channel. And also, we'll be live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So go hit that sub button right now. And as always, let's go Pats. There we go. Moonspell, watching it on the Xbox Series X. Watching me on Xbox. Dude, I used to have that on mine, and people would do that in the middle of my games, and I'd be so mad. I'd be playing COD, and they would just do it. They stopped because I would threaten to beat the hell out of them. I don't choose the mailbag questions, Ramos. Talk to JD. Yep, he said, "Damn, I thought I had a good question." Who will be our running back one next year? 50-50. We'll find out. We'll find out training camp. It'll be whoever has a better training camp. Whoever has a better training camp. Charlize, what was your question? I don't think we got to it. I'll answer it before we get on out of here because I still got to do a couple more videos and get this one out. God, don't get psoriasis on your leg, guys. It itches like crazy. No, I didn't. Oh, then you would have really liked that question. Should we draft a cornerback or a wide receiver? A wide receiver, Charlicia.
Let me say hi. Hi. Hi, Charlicia.
A wide receiver. You don't need a cornerback this year because you have your cornerback set. You have Gonzo, Carlton Davis, Marcus Jones. So it's okay with that. But when it comes to next year, that's when you go out and get your cornerback. And wide receiver, you still need to improve the wide receiver room, even with A.J. Brown. So I'm going to get one in the later rounds. And then Ramos, before we get on out of here, we'll ask your question too. If Zion really does fall like that all the way to the 50s, do you think it's possible to trade up for Zion and get Max either by him falling to us or trading up again? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If Zion Young is available at pick 50, the Patriots are calling up and giving three 6-round picks and probably a 4th-round pick and their 2nd-round pick to move up to that spot. 110%. But there is no way in hell that he is falling that far. No way in hell. No way in hell. All right, guys. We had a good show. A great one. We had our Chat Sports mock draft, and it was a fun time. It was a very fun time. Next week, we get to the real thing. The real thing, which is surprising because it's already here. The Patriots on the clock at 31. Maybe they trade up like I did. Maybe they trade down. I don't know. But we shall see. And we'll be live for it, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure you hit that sub button, guys. We'll see you next week. And as always, let's go Pats.